there. Hope you're having an awesome weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Sheila Travis.
Thanks for tuning in. Just like Sheila said, we've got deals put together. I saw Sheila out there in the warehouse working some stuff.
We were trying to get some Christmas specials
there
together.
you go.
Yes.
She's in the Christmas mood. She starts about Easter, and it really does a good job. We want to tell you about a special knife we've got right now. And this veteran's knife that you see right here. And it's a special knife because for $15 you can purchase this knife. $10 of it will go for two organizations. The first one is the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. It's a program to help the veterans in this different ways. Another one is the Simplify Camp Out Among Them program that has helped the veterans in so many ways. In fact, these plaques on the wall behind us, all 6 of them back here, are for the, you see back over my shoulder there, and Sheila's, these are plaques being given to the company on your behalf because it was you guys who helped us help the veterans, and that's a good deal. So that's a great knife. Comes with a composite sheath, and of course you see the etching there. All right.
So true partnership between all of us to make all that happen.
Now let me tell you about this little knife right here. If you get a $30 and up to $30 on a purchase, then you qualify to get this little knife right here. I think this thing is about, what, 2 7/8, 2 3/4. This little knife right here, it is a great little red pig bone, and it is fantastic. Retail on this knife, I'm not absolutely sure, but I'm gonna say, what, $23, $24.95?
Yeah, around $20, I do believe. That's one of our little, it looks like a little baby diamondback, but that's in that Christmas red pig bone, $30 or more. You get one of those absolutely free. So we better get to shopping so you can hit to $30. We have some hen and rooster pies that look really good and Christmas deals all the way around. We're gonna begin with Jim's Pick, and that's just $9.88. That is your chip away. They call that the brown sugar bone, jig bone. And that leather sheath's worth your $9.88. These opportunities come around every show. We have a Jim's Pick just about every show. This one's 8 3/4 overall length. You do have the ridges here on the back of the blade. Jim's Pick. Now you don't have to spend one. If you wanted to get several Jim's Pick, you could. Not a problem. And so you might want to get, I guess you'd need 4 of those to be able to get the free knife, but you could add something else to it and get
$9.88, folks. It's a super Christmas present deal. If you're a dealer, why not make some money?
Yeah.
$9.88 on this item, 103,761. And I got to tell you something, it's just a cool deal. It's a traditional hunting knife for under $10. It doesn't happen. Now, every once in a while, we have a deal that's a deal within a deal. And this is one of them. This is the Hen and Rooster 175th anniversary trapper, okay? And it also has the Hen and Rooster watch, the pocket watch right here. See this right here? I don't want to get in front of you, son. I'm sorry about that. Look, they're showing you the etching on the blades. Isn't that beautiful? Then you step over the pocket watch. Check this out. I mean, this has just got
Has the 175th anniversary. That's all to get the free knife, by the way. I have a little green and red right here. This one
now, remember I told you the deal within a deal? Okay. Not only is this deal worth $40, it comes in a presentation box. It's got Hen and Rooster on the back side here in green. But then the watch, you get the watch with it as 175th anniversary. And then Sheila and I are also going to give you the little Wrangler right there because it's a $30 deal. This may be one of the best dollar deals there is in the program. 103,705, Hen and Rooster 175th anniversary, $40. Retail of $91. And this is a great deal.
Yes, I saw Michael Prater today, and I was complimenting Michael on this next item you're about to see. It is his Christmas tree sharp finger scanner, and it's same good deal, $28.75, custom Coraline handle, and it's all about some Christmas right here. You have the red, green, white, and they did some shimmer in the red. I think it's even prettier in person. Sometimes it just comes across a little darker than it is what we see, but that is so beautiful. And if you're looking for the perfect fixed plate for the holidays, I think this one's an excellent choice. Just add Jim's pick to it and get to $30. Whatever you need to do, so we can also give you that free knife if you're purchasing the Christmas tree sharp finger. This is a 7-inch Ocoee River full tank construction. Item number is 103731, and that is his custom Coralon handle, front and back, the new Christmas tree Coralon. These are the same Coralon handles you're going to find on some case knives, and he makes all kinds of Coralon handles, but that one is really, really affordable at $28.75. 103731. This is made by Rough Rider. That's your Dream Catcher Stockman. It is $28.75. It's a big Stockman. That one is 4 3/8. You have the blue and red turquoise. This little portion here is genuine. It has Dream Catcher with a reverse etch. Rough Rider, that is engraved on the bolster. And then you have the Dream Catcher here on the blue turquoise handle. That also comes with your gift box. And it's $28.75. Man, you are so close to hitting that $30 mark. Just pick up on one more item, one more little small thing, so we can give you the red Stockman, a little Diamondback Stockman we're giving away. 102514. We have some Chief Feather folders that just arrived in, $38.60. Look at all this artwork and look at all the color. That's one of the things that really sets this particular tack apart. The multicolor handles, they're pretty bright and bold. You have the Chief with the full feather dress. I love the way that these guys have set this up so you can see what the knife looks like opened up. They continue the feather design all the way through on the blade, and that is an etched design that's done to match up with the handle. Tons and tons of artwork, and then the reverse side you can see on this other one, you have the clip on, and then the same colors matching front and back, and it's identical front and back. That is $38.60. Retails $120. They're also snapshots, by the way. They look good. They work really, really fast because they are those snapshot tacticals, the feather theme all the way through there. Thank you, Gage. 103643. And that's the 4 that's in the series. You get all 4 of them. This kind of matches the theme that we've started here with that Rough Rider Stockman. This is a 5-inch lockback. You can see the laser work that they have here on the blade. Looks like the feather designs with also a warrior. Blue turquoise. They've embossed the bolsters. You have red comp, and I believe that's buffalo horn with the arrowhead here on the front. Silver Horse Stoneworks makes this beautiful knife, big 5-inch lockback, and that is $42. That definitely gets you in on the free knife here. I'll just put it right there. So you know you get the little baby Diamondback, and then also the big lockback right there. 57445, the Golden Arrow. Gift box, you know, Silver Horse does a wonderful job with packaging and things like that. This one's big. This is what we call the Paul Bunyan Stiletto. It is $29.95. 103663 is your item number. That's a 10-inch handle. Has the hardwood handle.
Huge, huge knife. I want to show you this. Okay, everybody knows I'm a fairly big boy. I want to show you this. I'm in front of myself here to give you some idea of just how big this knife is. I'm not pushing it towards the camera. I'm going to draw it back here. This is a huge knife. What,
10 inches on the handle.
Just on the handle. So we're looking at another 8 inches there on maybe 9, okay? This is a huge knife, but I want to show you something else. Check this sheath out. Now, if you look at the sheath Look how big it is on the side of the leg just to put
Yeah.
it in closed up.
What's a heavy knife?
This is a great deal. One of those what I call showcase knives that you put the lights on. And this is a real, I mean, it's a great item. And it's also a locking, you know, it's like the release is back here on the back. Just a huge, great looking item with the clip blade, big thumbnail pull, and a true conversation piece. And I gotta tell you something else that's interesting about it, Sheila. This sheath that comes with it, if you were to make that sheath, that's leather. That's basket embossed out there. I'm talking about $20, $25, and the knife is only $29.95 with the
Right.
sheath. I'm serious.
All you need is one more nickel to get the free pocket knife, too.
That's bad.
Hey,
Buzz
you
and
don't
I
want to
run
miss
into that.
out on the lady leg knives, though. So you might as well get the lady leg knives, too. Spend a little bit more than a nickel. This is your 7-legged lady, $64.50. Definitely the largest collection of lady leg knives we've ever had here on the show. And I think this set is built, too, with some of the most expensive lady leg knives, because there's the blue pearl. We have the red candy cane stripe. That's also genuine mother of pearl. You're looking at buffalo horn. You can see that they did the engraving also on the bolsters. That's solid mother of pearl. So I've already covered like 3 pearl knives. This one's your stag bone resin. Here's the blue swirl in the mother of pearl, and also genuine abalone. Just those 4. I'm going to go the red and blue pearl, the abalone, and the solid mother of pearl. I would think $100 would be conservative for just those 4, but you get 7. There's oxhorn.
What about that knife right there?
And you get the free pocket knife, yes.
Isn't that the free? Would I just sit in there?
Yes.
What were we collecting?
Not,
Yes. It was?
yes.
They probably gave me
All
right.
Bob's asking about this letter.
She got a letter and some money.
I might as well just go ahead and put it out there. Edward Burnham sent me a letter. Sweet fella.
Well, let's hear about it. He's supporting you.
Okay, he says, I've bought several knife deals from you over the years when I have a little extra money, as I'm disabled from a car crash in '69.
Oh, Lord.
He says he has a lot of fixed blades, axes, folders, swords, etc. I sent you this $1, as Big Bob said on TV you needed the $1 toward buying some steak knives and needed the $1.
What is his name again?
His name is
Edward?
Eddie Burnham.
Eddie Burnham. You're a great person. Thank you
I
for
know.
going
I
over
feel bad. I'm gonna do something with that $1. I promise. It'll. And I also have to say, apparently the whole steak knife thing got out of hand because I also have a dear friend, Anthony Meyer,
Right.
who sent me some Hen and Rooster steak knives.
Are you kidding
So
me?
we're good.
All right,
My
Anthony,
Thanksgiving
Eddie,
dinner has been saved.
It works. So Thanksgiving works for her. Great
Thanksgiving
deal.
has
You know
been
what?
saved.
It's customers like that make it fun coming in.
That's so true. That
It
is
really
because when I
truly-
came into work today, there's some steak knives. So
There you go.
I now have enough steak knives for the entire family.
By the Stream by Chipaway, here we go with, looks like 5 pieces we got here, Sheila. Item number 103762. Write that down if you want some great looking Chipaway knives. And I got to tell you, you're going to have to help me on the computer because I'm seeing wood here that looks like olive wood
Okay, these.
on these. And these are beautiful. I mean, absolutely.
I think there's
beautiful.
3 there in olive wood. This is a new design.
Yeah, check
out by
this out.
Chipaway.
I want you to take a look at that. I mean, the boys are going to do a good job getting you a close up there in a minute.
These are all the 12-inch, too.
Yeah. Aren't those beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Okay. And I got to tell you something. As she said, each one of these are 12 inches. I'm going to hold, I don't know who's got the shot. Jonesy, you got the shot?
They have a wonderful combination of the hand-carved bone and this new hardwood. But the one thing I noticed,
Tim, I'm going to sit them down where
Is
they can get their
this.
regular shots, brother. I'm sorry.
do you see all of this detail
Yes.
here on, they have filed the top of this one. Okay, this is totally new. We've never seen that by Chipaway. They filed the top of this one. This right here looks like something a custom knife artist would
Well,
do.
I'm going to tell you something else, too. As you
see
look at
that?
them,
like they file the back of a pocket knife. to
But
get
look
that
how the
power.
blood curve went. You see
Beautiful.
the blood curve?
Yeah.
Okay, check this out right here. All of these have these leather sheaths, double stitch leather sheaths. We're talking about a super deal at $93.75, but I'm gonna tell you something else as soon as I can find it.
That's right.
I got a little knife right here I wanna show you. And yes, you're gonna hear about this all night because Sheila and I want you to have it. When you reach 30 bucks, you're gonna get that little Wrangler right there, and you certainly do on this set. And I gotta tell you something, I'm gonna feel good the rest of the night about those 2 customers going along with the joke and actually sending you a set of those.
That
And
is
that'll give you a
hilarious.
great conversation piece
Yep.
at Thanksgiving. What
That's
you gonna
right.
do?
I will tell everybody that those steak knives are complimentary of Edward and Anthony.
Retail on that set, whoop, we just went off of that one.
Eddie and Anthony.
$93.75 on that last one. All right, here we go on, say that again. Retail was $243.33, okay?
Yeah, on the fixed plates.
Thank you.
Now, Holly Jolly Trappers, your retail is $910. We have 25 total premium trappers here on the table. And you'll get the other stock when we're giving away too, obviously.
103,674, $250. Look at that ox horn right there and ram's horn. Beautiful trapper, 25 of them total. But there's something else comes along with it. I want to go ahead and get it in there before we even get started on all the fantastic items you're getting here. You're going to get that little Wrangler right there, which is roughly a $20 retail value, okay?
The
Sheila,
zebra striping.
you've got the computer. I see faux turtle, tortoiseshell. I see abalone. I see red, white, and blue smooth ball. I see the red swirl. I see buffalo horn, green. I see.
That's sand abalone, the one you're looking at. Here's your ram's horn.
Amazing, amazing. What is the price on that?
Chestnut jig. It's $250 total, but you can also flex it out.
Cool.
It's $125 over 2 months if you want to go that route. There's several in pearl. That's genuine mother of pearl with the buffalo head. That one was cool. And they have squeezed all the others in. It's bolster to bolster here on all the others. There's abalone. Here's the red, white, and blue. Red smooth. We have the pearl with the candy cane stripe. The cracked ice, buffalo horn, jade aqua, tiger stripe, buffalo horn with the embossed bolsters. There's also mother of pearl with your standard steel warrior shield. This one is new. It's a winter age with like a purple hue. We also have the stag bone resin. Oh, I love this one. That one's brand new too. God Bless America swirl. It is in here.
25 trappers, and these are regular size trappers, Sheila.
Check it out. Yeah, these are your big premium trappers.
these are not
a dream come true for a collector.
And let me say this, we've done all the work for you. Once again, Sheila's got this set up on FlexPay. You'll pay one payment of $125 plus freight, then you'll pay another payment between 28 and 31 days later, okay?
There's a display around here somewhere. I would get one of those 12 by 18 displays with a collection like this. The 12 by 18 display, you can put all those trappers in there and you can see them and enjoy them. Or if you're reselling, you can put all those trappers in the display, lock it up, and sell them. Holly Jolly Trappers. Hope it is a very holly jolly holiday for you. 103-674.
What a great deal. I got to tell you what.
25 Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I was just going to say, let's say you own a company. Are you going to give them away at church? Are you going to give them away at a club? You're getting 25 fantastic trappers plus that Wrangler over there for that one price of some FlexPay. Have you seen these? Have we sold these together?
Yes.
Okay. 4 pieces here. Wilderness Creation, $36.75. Let me do it again. There's all 4 pieces there. Each one of them will come with a sheet. There is olive wood right there at the guard. That is olive wood. The rest of it is a comp panel with artwork on it. There's a lanyard loop slot in the back. These knives have a bear, a deer, an eagle, and a wolf on them. Each one of them has a separate animal on it. 9 inches overall. Good looking set. And they're kind of like a 3/4 sharp finger. I don't know how to say that. With a little bit more curve back here on the back. You see what I'm saying?
They also included the lanyard on the back.
They just look wicked. It's like right here. See this part here? This looks like it's kind of like been burnt. And then the artwork stands out. You know what I'm saying? Really good looking stuff, $36.75. And of course, as soon as I can find it.
I already put it in there.
Oh, you
Bob.
already put it there?
It's right there. It's down here on the bottom.
Okay, there's our little Wrangler. $36.75. I am happy for you and your steak knives. We've been trying to get that done for 2 years. All right, this is a super deal, wilderness creation. And if you want to give some cool gifts to some people with some pretty good looking artwork on it, that at $9.19. Here's another one that Buzz had not seen. And if you look at this from a distance, it looks like a folding knife. But if you look at it close, I mean really close, then it just jumps out at you. This, of course, is a lockback. It's the reason why they call it a sharp bird of prey. See how that looks like? The bird head right there with the beak on it and the layers of feathers right down through here. Is that not cool? Now, this is a lockback, okay? Good walk and talk. Check that out. We're talking $14.48, 5.5 inches closed. Sharp bird of prey, 103,713. Retail $39.68. You're only paying $14.48.
Which honestly, you look at the design of this knife and how it's made. It's heavy. There's a lot of stainless steel and hardwood in there.
Yeah, she's right.
I'm really impressed with $14.48. I expected a lot more.
Well, look at that. Look at that bird's head.
Artwork, yes.
Look the way it looks right there. It almost looks like it's in flight. You just don't see the legs.
And then the feathers.
Yeah, coming back on it. 103,713. That's just a great collector's item here. Hey, here's the case early bird. 59689. This is the Marine Corps version. The Case Marine Corps version. 3 people were contracted during World War II to produce the knives, 3 different companies. K-Bar, Camellias, and Case. This is the Case version here, a little bit different possibly. 12 inches overall, black steel on the back, subdued black up front with a steel guard, stacked leather with that Marine Corps box. 12 inches overall. Take a look at this sheath. There's a USMC emblem. And if you look at that box that comes in, you will also find on the back a hologram that comes on it. And because you bought it, we're going to give you that little Wrangler that we have. You're going to get that for free. They're going to show you the back of it. Oh, Gage is on it now, buddy. He is on it.
I just call it officially licensed sticker.
Is it true Gage got another raise?
Marines, the few, the proud. And early bird pricing. This is a toothpick deal, 5 pieces here by the Bulldog brand. And they have slanted and crimped the bolsters. They stuck with the original shield, the Bulldog shield. We have red and blue pick bone in here. Looks like there's also buffalo horn, ox horn, and antique green. I love the antique green in this buy. But $7.55, another good price point at $37.75, because you'll get the extra pocket knife with this too, because it is over 30 bucks. I'll just kind of put it there in the back. That is the antique green. Isn't that pretty?
It is.
Here's your ox horn.
101-290, Bulldog picks, $37.75, and you get the Wrangler. It's a super deal, retail of $77.23, $7.55 a piece is what you're paying. And you know, if you cost average that Wrangler in there, Sheila, they'd be paying less than that for them. Mm-hmm. All right, 101-290, and we do recommend, if you're thinking about Christmas, please be sure and write these numbers down. And so you'll have them where you can call in or go on the website and your item number. Here's Jim's Veteran Special, $16, 4¼ inches closed. This is a big trapper right here. Steel Warrior, that looks like saltwater mother of pearl.
It's sand abalone.
Sand abalone. That's sand abalone?
Sand abalone. And we originally had this around $24. I was working with Jim on this particular one.
Wow.
And he wanted to do that for the Veterans Weekend. I still saw that it was in play today, so I thought, hey, I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to buy this.
Wait a minute now.
It's a beautiful knife for Christmas.
I see that it's got the extra colors in it, but you see how you can be fooled on that.
It's pretty. It's very iridescent. Yeah. So pretty. And that is also front and back on that too.
Sand abalone, not mother of pearl. All right.
There you go, $16. Hen and Rooster now has a stack leather fixed blade.
They do indeed, and I saw it for the first time just a couple of days ago. Item number on this is 103,332, $48.56. Flat brass pommel, colored wood spacers on it, brass guard, hen and rooster etching on a good-looking clip blade that you're looking at. This knife is 14 inches overall. It is hen and rooster. I like this knife. There is your wrap leather sheath with peacock embossed tail on this one.
Stack leather, and then you also have a little white smooth bone spacer and Hen and Rooster logo. 10 inches overall. That's $48.56, so that's all you need in on the free buy. Jim's Pick, all those other specials, get those too. Just like Holly Jolly Trappers, I have a set coming up next that's called Crazy Pickins. Holly Jolly Trappers had 25 trappers. This is the second largest we have on the show. 19 total toothpicks. Again, I would definitely invest in one of those big displays so you can put all those toothpicks in here. We have Autumn Brown. This is your leopard print, red, white, and blue, winter age, zebra stripe. There is a second cut, yellow comp, and then here on the lower level, there's the bumblebee, which is probably the limiting factor in here. There's maybe one or two in here that's really cutting this deal low on the quantity.
Red pick. There, look at this one right there.
Oyster and pearl. Banana jig, buffalo horn, they did the scallop bolsters there, cracked ice, dark red, and this one's more of a lemon color. Here's white smooth with the blue and red. That was actually the Liberty Bell series, and then the Stagbone resin. I love this green pick. The Caribbean blue is really cool. That has a titanium coated blade on the Caribbean blue. Real low quantity on this one. It's called Crazy Pickins. It's $134, 102934. Just a handful of folks will be able to get that deal, and then it'll be sold out. But you could have 19 Christmas gifts right here. They're only $7.05 a piece. That's an awesome pocket knife with German stainless, brass, all that. I mean, when you think about what your options are at $7 to buy a Christmas gift, I would pick this over many things that you could sub in for $7. And there's not much, maybe a pair of socks. I'd rather have a knife over a pair of socks.
Any day.
Any
Campfire special right here, $114.50. 13 pieces. Now, right there in the center, you got a big boy in the Staglon type. That means man-made handle, but it's full tank instructions by Sharp's Cutlery Company. Wickedly strong knife, and of course Sharp's just always puts a little extra. You'll look at the embossing there on the guard. It comes with a nylon sheath laying right down there below it. But if you drop down to the other knives on the carousel going around, their handle material is something called stag bone rosin. And basically what it comes down to, scraps of stag, scraps of bone are ground up. They are poured in a rosin mold, and for each one of these patterns, there exists this mold. So when we say that it's stag bone, we mean it. It's part stag, part bone, and part rosin in there. And you've got some traditionally very, very, very good patterns. Check out this Barlow, right, that's coming right there. You had the canoe, there was a saddle horn. They changed cameras on me, so messed me up. Right, all right, there's the Wrangler. Here's a Whittler that's coming there. Sunburst bolsters, little toothpick, sunburst bolsters on it too. There's a Peanut. How about that lock back here? All of this, that's a Coy River, all of this, fantastic item. 13 pieces now of $114.50. That's $8.81 a piece. And Sheila and I are also going to give you the Wrangler knife that goes at because of the $30 invoice. And there it is right there. They've set it right down there. That's roughly around a $20 retail. You're getting that for free in that red pick bone, okay? And remember, the big knife in the center does come with a sheath. These are great patterns. This is man-made material partly. The rest of it is bone and stack. It's been ground up and poured into a rosin mold. There's the muskrat, a canoe. You got them all. Excuse me, that was canoe there. You got them all. Fantastic items. Here's the new Silver Horse Ranch at $98, 7 pieces. Sheila, I heard you talking about this set the other night, and I thought, well, I couldn't do a better job than that, and I still don't think I can, because it's good-looking artwork here. This one's 7 pieces total at $98. Retails $353.22. But as you look, take a look at this beautiful artwork.
Silver Horse, and we typically introduce Silver Horse $40, $50 a piece. These are $14 a piece, and I know we're getting really close to Christmas, and I'm sure Jim wanted to make this a buy for anybody out there, but there's your premium trapper. You'll also get the saddle horn. This is that Barracuda lockback. Now this 5-inch lockback, look at all of this artwork so that you can really see all the detail there. It's blue and yellow and red turquoise, and then you have several spacers here of abalone. It's all the same, front and back. I like the twin toothpick. They filed the back of the blades on this trapper, and well, on all of them, but I'm gonna show you this trapper so you can see the file work. So when you fold the blades down, you can see. And then here, spine knife. All of the Silver Horse knives look like a knife that's been a custom-made knife. I like to say it's custom from Silver Horse. Really like that horse head for the shield. Well, but that's just $14 a piece. Your retail's $353. Enjoy your extra knife too, but you get all those gift boxes. Again, a display would really come in handy with a set like that because you want to be able to see your knives. Appreciate the beauty of those knives.
Here's Marbles Pro Stack. Now, one thing I like is, of course, Marbles is tradition, been around since the 1920s, and they do very traditional stuff, but they also do some really, really cool alternate stuff. In other words, imaginable. They've done things for the Scouts and the government and all the other things over the years. This is a traditional hunter, stacked leather with a stainless steel pommel, stainless steel guard. Nothing unusual about that, except that leather's buffed up real good, looks real good. Got your thumb rest right there where you see that they've done a little tooling, so you put your thumb on top of it, and that's an upswept skinner, 9 inches overall. But Marbles does something with their sheaths. You've got a double stitch sheath that's backed up with rivets, and it's also got deep basket embossing on it with the Marbles name on it. Their sheath just dresses it up, and I know it's not about the sheath, but yeah, it is. Marbles, and that is a great deal.
That's one of the most affordable stacked leather.
Yes, it is. That's a good. That is a great point. Hey, how about a case trapper and a purple passion?
Well, this would fall in, I would say, the top 3 sellers for Michael Prater. This is your Purple Passion Premium Trapper, $69.95, and it's pretty amazing. That violet purple. Hey, and this is a case trapper. We did a big case thing this weekend. Oh yeah, hey, you'll get this too, so.
Obviously, because the reason why she did that, if you're just tuning in, every invoice that reaches $30, 1 per invoice, you win that little Wrangler right there, and obviously this is $30. Purple Passion, $69.95, 4 to 8 inches closed by W.R. Case & Sons up in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Here is the Trophy Plus Ram's Horn Trio. Now, as you look at these knives, there's 3 here. Obviously, you can tell that the frame and the blade itself is entirely different one from the other. There is one thing inclusive of all 3. They have wire cut artwork in the center, in the blade there. And then they have a lanyard loophole. That is ram's horn that you're seeing on both sides. And by the way, if you're seeing a circular thing on your screen, that is not your screen. That's got something to do with one of our camera lenses here, so don't worry about that. $36 for all three of these. Per piece price is $12. Retail on the whole set is $74.88, and because it just made it over the $30, we're going to put that little Wrangler in. Full tank construction, good looking pieces, users, and they just look cool too. Little bird and trout knife. Then you got a Skinner, and the other one looks like a little bit closer to a drop point.
And anytime you add in the wire cut feature, that's just makes the knife more expensive.
And you got the Wrangler that's right there on the box, the 3-blade Wrangler we're giving away because you reach $30. Now, all three of those knives do come with sheaths. All of our fixed blade knives, in other words, they don't fold, they come with the sheaths. Here's a select barrel knife. Now, sometimes known as the bartender's tool. It is the holidays, folks. There's going to be a lot of people drinking soda water, okay? And they're going to need a bartender's knife right here. This one has traditional blade, has the bottle opener, has the, what I call the tomato juice can opener. Then it also has a corkscrew, but look what it says on there.
Has select barrel. Rough Rider makes this, by the way.
Isn't that cool? Now you fold all that up, fits in your pocket. You'll see bartenders have them in their apron or have it in their pocket. A great gift, number one, to put in the camper. Number two, to put out by the barbecue grill in the ice box out there on the patio.
Take to the Christmas party.
There you go, Christmas party.
House.
And while you're at the Christmas party, just buy 4 or 5 of these and hand them out at the Christmas party. How about that?
Yeah.
$14.60, something people appreciate a long time. Here's Kicking Christmas. I'm going to let Sheila talk about these. She loves them, and I understand why.
A lot of people love these. Last year was one of our top items for the holidays. Everybody was buying the lady leg knives. We sold out of them, unfortunately. This year, we are way better prepared, and we have the green, the one you see on top, that is done in green malachite, and then also the red turquoise. That is genuine mother of pearl on the stripes. Ocoee River makes this. That is the only green malachite lady leg knife that I know of. I know Steel Warrior makes some lady legs, but not with the green malachite. Of course, you have your green and red Christmas covered here, and that is only $24.85. And that handle that you see is front and back. Also, the Ocoee River logo that's engraved into the bolster, that is front and back. 103593. It is called Kickin' Christmas. They're just $12.
Here's the marbles cherry chopper at $29.63. It's a user, but it was also kind of represented to be a novelty knife. Now, if you read up on it, you'll see several different writings. There was a lot of people use this particular frame here. This one happens to have the wolves on it. And you got a little, I believe is that stag right there? Just a little piece of stag up there?
There is a little portion of stag. What did people use it for?
Well,
The cherry chop.
it was some way or another a novelty knife, okay? And I've heard people doing everything from using the hatchet end down there. You know how they would chop up tobacco? Okay, tobacco, and then this was people growing their own tobacco and rolling their own cigarettes and cigars and stuff. Yeah. I've heard several different stories, okay? Several people have said, well, they would use it when they had ground beef or deer meat. I think it's too small to do that. I think it was more of a novelty knife, a collector's knife. Now, the blade is not.
I just think it's really interesting the way that's made. It could be maybe a tenderizer. You could use it as a, I don't know.
I know this. I'll have to read up on it again.
Looks very collectible, though.
I think that Jim Frost, Jim Parker, years and years ago, also produced some knives in that frame. Here's the Samurai sidearm. Now, that was in the 70s and early 80s when they did it. Like I said, Sheila, a lot of people had done it. Samurai sidearm, $24.85. I like this knife. Old Buzz Parker loves this knife too. I get tickled at him every time he talks about it. This one's got the Tanto blade. And Gage, if you can grab that thing over there, son, it's in front of that camera, and turn it with the edge so we can see how thick that blade is right there when we get back to it. Now, look how thick it is when you're looking down from this side. The dynamics and the engineering on this blade is what makes some of them be able to go through sheet metal. I mean, as long as they ain't too thick. I mean, they're just a great design. That is a rubber handle that's wrapped around it. That is a leather sheath. It's got a lanyard loop hole in the back. It's 12 inches overall. The item number is 100562, and that is the Samurai sidearm. We have sold a bunch.
They're sharp too. Be careful because they're
they are
super
very sharp. Yeah,
Crazy
that's not a
sharp.
toy. Here's the Folding Hunter's Paradise. These are true two-blade hunters that you're looking at right here. Your item number is 103642. And you've got everything from, look at this blue. Now, what are they calling that blue right there on this new tooling that we had?
Chainsaw jig.
You got ram's horn. Yeah, that was chainsaw. You got the faux tortoise. You got the buffalo horn. Then you got this red zigzag. Now, each one of these knives also comes with a preformed nylon sheath. They're about what, 5 1/4 on these?
5 1/4.
5 1/4. You're getting 6 of them for $100. Retail's $221.53, and Sheila's about ready to put that.
I'm going to lay
Wrangler.
it down just so I don't block anything, but you will get the baby diamondback, the little baby diamondback going out when you spend $30 or more. It doesn't matter what you buy. One set, couple of sets, just get to $30 or more, one per invoice on that giveaway. Folding hunters are so practical. Gives you the benefit of a larger knife, of course, when the blade's opened up, but it's compact and you can put it in that sheath. Deer hunters, I know, love a folding hunter. Look at this gorgeous ram's horn. 103642. Hey, I got my first buck the other day.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that is good.
It wasn't the big one I was looking for, but I just,
It might have been his brother.
it was a 7-pointer. Yeah,
7 points is good. They fit in the freezer real well.
right.
Will you shoot it out of a tree stand?
It's like a shooting box. I was using a muzzle loader.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you hit with, 45 caliber?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what no.
Okay.
I
Wait a
just
minute.
know that
You wasn't using a primitive or semi-primitive. You were using one of the new break. Okay, I got you.
Yes,
All right, I see what
yes.
you're saying. See, I go back to the old days of CVA and Thompson Center, where you use the true muzzle loaders. Now with all these modern ones,
No,
that
it's
just keeps that
yeah.
extends your season, which is fine. Okay, but it also extends the meat in your freezer.
Yes.
Did your son come out there and clean it for you?
He did come help, yes.
That's what I thought. I think you're raising a fine kid there, Sheila.
Yeah, he is.
Frosty's Fruitcake of Knives, $98, 26 pieces, 103689. And we got a smorgasbord here of all kinds of items. What you need to do, I know you did it one year, you need to get us some pictures so we can put that on the air. You got one on your phone there?
I'll send it to Chase. Yeah.
Send them to Chase up there. All right, now look, all of our fixed blade knives do have sheaths. You got knives all over the board, all over this display that you are looking at right here. Frosty's Fruitcake of Knives, retail $402.19. Your per piece price is $377. Look at all this, toothpicks. You've got the little pocket jackknife, little doctor knives. You've got Storm Chaser, liner locks, saddle horn, sharp's finger. There is a little doctor's frame. Then you got a Wrangler. You've got the, this folding lockback
There's the
two-blade,
Hawkbill.
bunny clip, Hawkbill, Barlow.
Look at this big old trapper.
Yeah.
And
big
of
green
course, we're
trapper.
tossing in the baby diamondback, but you already have one in this deal too, so you'll end up with 2 of those.
Right.
That's pretty cool. There's buffalo horn, torch bone, but your fixed blades, okay, so they're gonna be $3 and change too. The fin and feather, the sharps, those tacticals, the Storm Chaser, that is a snapshot. So that should be around a $12 buy. but that's $3.77 in the Storm Chaser. I really think it's an awesome mix. Look at this little here. This is another, you get another fixed blade here with the sharp finger. That's the new.
And that is a very, very, very productive knife right there.
Yes.
It is just a go-getter
There's a
for
ton.
detail skinning and everything. It's really cool.
103689. I saw a fruit cake in a store the other day, and I always think about this knife set. I've forever in my brain. Every time I.
You got a lot going on here. Look, if you're just gonna sell knives for the season, hey, here's a great way to go for under $100. But there's another way to go. You can knock 26 gifts out right here. And everybody will be glad to have any one of them they can get right there.
Yeah.
Frosty's Fruit Cake of Knives, $98, $3.77 a piece is what you're paying, and Sheila and I are gonna give you that little Wrangler that you saw there. Here's the Black Hills Buffalo Bonanza with the drinking cup and the belt, the leather belt loop that comes with it. You get 9 pieces here total, plus the little knife we're gonna give you. All of these knives down below are in buffalo horn. And of course, there's your drinking cup. Black Hills Buffalo Bonanza, $86.50. Item number 103523. Retail $317.19. You're only paying $9.61 a piece. And like I said, Sheila and I are going to give you the Wrangler too.
Yeah, the drinking cup, that counts as your 9th item. Then we have the bonus gift too. The bolsters on the Black Hills, these are copper bolsters. This is that new copper bolster line that they just started.
And it's hard to tell right there. Okay, we tried looking at it the other day, figured out another way we can do it.
I can see a little more of that tint in there.
I agree, but those are copper, and copper don't rust, folks. And that is, by the way, copper's expensive too. Plumbing companies are collecting everything they take out of old houses and everything else.
Gunstock frame, that's a really neat frame.
$86.50, that's $9.61 a piece. You got it all going here. Great looking set. Buffalo, the Black Hills Buffalo Bonanza, 103523 in a great looking set. And we're going to give you the Wrangler. We're back to marbles again. And I'll talk about marbles all night if you want me to. Here's the Marbles Damascus Hunter, $58, 9 inches overall. I guess I like marbles because I read about it so much when I was a kid and all that they were doing. And this one is what they call a half crown or little crown stag with the stag handle. That is a Damascus blade you're looking at, stainless guard. What a cool knife for $58 now. Let me say this, 9 inches overall. That's Damascus and stag. You've got a leather sheath with the peacock embossing on it. Item number 102164, $58. And Sheila and I are also going to give you the Wrangler to go with this. Good looking little overall knife work. If you want stag and Damascus, this is a good price point.
Yes, it is. There's only 17 of these left, 17. Thought this was a real attractive knife. Marbles also makes that. It's the caramel bone cutting horse, 3 7/8. They also crimp the bolsters, but I really like the jigging technique on this one.
That's what I call some deep jigging in it.
Yes. Oh man, it's almost sold out. Does have the zipper pouch, Marbles zipper pouch.
Yeah, that's not going to last long. You don't have enough of those to sell right now.
Dial quickly if you want this because
Yeah, it was going to go pretty
it's
quick.
out of here in a heartbeat. 57504. I will miss that little knife when it's gone. The cutting horse frame, and then also just the look of that, and the bomb style shield. This is a goodie by Case.
Case Ridgeback Hunter right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I was told, maybe this is a knife. I want to make sure it is. Blackie Collins might have been the one that designed this. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Okay? Case Ridgeback Hunter, $43.50, 8.5 inches overall. You got the rubber grip on it, a good user of a knife. And of course, you got the case, about 1,000 denier nylon sheath.
So I've
with
seen this in
case
the Zytel handle. I've seen it in a camo, and the rosewood was beautiful. This knife really transforms every time you see a different handle on it. It's just an awesome
They made
frame.
it for Blackie first, and that therefore the black handle. Later they put the rosewood on it. Blackie
how-
passed away here not a few years ago because of I think a motorcycle incident. But anyway,
Hey, you get the little Diamondback Stockman too. That's $43.50. We only have 10 of those case skinners. Huge case weekend. I'm sure that won't last long.
turquoise bar Stockman, $18.75, 4 inches closed. Sheila, can you imagine how much work it is putting those bars in there?
And it's front and back too. Get those bars front and back. This was a huge hit by Steel Warrior. Came out this year, sold out this year. The Stockmans were the last frames to come in. That's why we still have them. This is the only frame out of all of those. I mean, we had a complete collection, and this is the last one left. It's $18.75. I think it's so pretty. I think it would make an awesome Christmas gift. The multicolors, I think it's very Christmassy. And then you have your traditional Steel Warrior shield right there. All of those different bars of turquoise, they're inlaid in there to give you a very solid handle. Crimp the bolsters is Rockwell tested 5658, like all of our Steel Warrior knives. 100816, item number at $18.75. How about a slingshot under the Christmas tree? You can buy these other places, you can pay a whole lot more money for them. High velocity slingshot, $6.88. And you'll get some steel shot, right here, there's 10, that will come with it. And have fun. My son, when he was younger, he had such a love for a slingshot. He would go outside and use one of those for hours. Of course, the shot didn't last very long, but then he went to pea gravel and acorns, anything he could use. But that's such a fun item. And for $6.88, 48543, high velocity slingshot. The new Silver Horse Stockman Ranch. This one's $85. These are your big Stockmans, the 4-inch large Wranglers. And Silver Horse came out with all 3 of these about the same time. They've been here maybe a month, maybe. The one on top is pearl, turquoise, and then very beautiful inlay. You have the turquoise and mother of pearl black jet spacers. And then you have the black and white with the red and the blue turquoise stripes on the last one. Every single one of these will have the extra detail that's done here on the bolsters. You'll have these scalloped type bolsters and some spacers. $85 for the trio, 103196. 103196, new Silver Horse Stockman Ranch. Oh, and you get the little baby Diamondback. Okay, that's your 4th item. That is free when you spend $30 or more. Very beautiful, brand new. This has got my attention. I saw this earlier today, and that's buffalo horn. You'll get this large buoy. It's a 15-inch buoy made by Joseph Rogers and Sons. That whole handle is buffalo horn. That's your $36.50, no problem. But the second item is going to be a 5-inch lockback with the brass embossed bolsters, also in buffalo horn. Well, my goodness, you'll also get the free little baby Diamondback too. So that would give you 3 items right there.
this is not a little knife, okay? And it's the coffin style handle. Full tank construction, been pinned through the handle 3 times. So you're getting 3 pieces total, double stitch leather sheath up here, and that is a bunch of knife you're looking at. We'll hold that there where you can see it. I'll pull it up here so it don't, I'm not pushing it towards the camera to make it look big. It's just a big old knife, okay? Then, of course, you've got the folding lock back down here that she was talking about, and we're going to give you the Wrangler. But I want to tell you something. Take a look at this sheath. Take a look at that. Double stitch. That is a good looking sheath. That sheath's worth $15, $20.
Yes.
Okay?
Proud to be a veteran. This is our $15 fundraising buoy. You will get the knife, all the custom laser work here, and it also has a hard case sheath. You will get that when you make the $15 purchase. We will take $10 from every buoy sold, and we're going to do 2 organizations that do a lot of work for our veterans. One is that UTC Entrepreneurship Program, which provides a free college education to kind of help veterans get back into the workforce. The other is an outdoor program, the Simplify Task Force Camp Out Among Them, which is where they can go hunting and hiking and a lot of fellowship between the veterans. And I believe that is also run by volunteers. It's just wonderful to be able to help our veterans. Thank you for supporting this, because it takes a team effort to do that. But 103661, proud to be a veteran, fixed blade for $15. Now this is Over the Rainbow Case XX, $248. But here's something I want you to notice, that this is a big buy. We have the slanted bolsters. All the blades are going to be laser, Premier Edition 1 of 2500. You'll get the toothpick and the peanut. Next on the table will be the Range Rider Stockman, which sells for $59.95, by the way. The Muskrat, which also now sells for $69.95. And your Premium Trapper, which also sells now for $69.95. These are $49.60 a piece. The Over the Rainbow. A lot of our customers are over the rainbow for this custom core lawn by Michael Prater. This has been one of the top sellers in these collections. It's a great way for you to get a 5-piece set, saving you tons of money. That would be at least $60 in savings, $50 to $60 in savings just on the knives. But we also have the case polishing paste, which is a $20 value, and your case polishing cloth, which I'm going to put another $20 value just on the case polishing cloth, and you get it free too. That's about $100 in free stuff happening there between the savings on the knives and the case paste and stuff. So Over the Rainbow, that's a big time buy for a case set. Campfires collection. These are made by Sharps.
I love this set. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Dealer, let me just tell you here. I think these are either 8.5 or 9 inches, Sheila.
They're 9.
They're 9 inches, pinned through the handle 3 times. You've got nylon sheaths with each one of them. Full tank construction. You're getting all 7 pieces for $48. Now, here's where your money-making part comes in. You're going to have somebody walk in your shop a lot, depending on whether it's a hardware store, gift shop, knife shop, whatever, and they're going to just want a good standard hunting knife that they can buy for under $20. This is full tank construction. That's wood handles that you're looking at on these. See the frost wood coming around right there? All right. So you're getting each one of these knives. The retail's $252. You're only paying $48. That's $6.86 a piece. I'll do it again. $6.86 a piece for these items. And we're going to give you the Wrangler also, which will sit right there in the middle because it was $30 or more. Okay? A sweet deal. I promise you it is. We got a little station identification going on right here. We'll be right back. Here's one of Sheila's favorites. She gets mad at me if she don't get to talk about the painted pony.
This is new. This one's brand new by Michael Prater. He only made 10 of these.
Hey, can I say this part, Sheila?
Uh-huh.
The retail's $1,700, okay? And you're only paying $496. That's $1,700, and it's got the traditional, the original traditional gold nugget type bolster look. You see it? See it
Well,
right
Michael Prater did that.
there? Yeah, I know.
He did all of the artwork. It's on a Winchester 5-inch lockback. That's turquoise lava. And then it also has some chevron spacers, some red line spacers. That's front and back. Now, with every painted pony, you get this too. You get all this beautiful artwork. Let me show you the back on that. Makes me kind of nervous to pick one of these up. I don't want to drop. It's kind of heavy, you know. I'm sure the stone makes it pretty heavy. There's a leather sheath, but you'll get a painted pony stand with this too. Okay, with hunting season here, we have a blaze orange rust lock. It's the Sportsman series, done in that blaze orange, $60. It's the 4 1/4 rust lock, 102288. Item number. Rust locks, they are exclusive to Case. Probably one of the most recognizable frames in the Case line, just because they're so distinctive. And only Case, made in the USA. Might be a good idea to get that, put it under the Christmas tree for the hunter and the family, 102288. Oh, now this is really special. Michael Prater only made 100 of these. It is a rosewood burl trapper. It's a hen and rooster trapper. We have 9 left. 9 out of the 100. I'm gonna try to get a better light on that blade. How about that, Jones? You'll get the Michael Prater signature on there, and he'll tell you that is the rosewood burl handle. That again is a partnership between Jim Frost and Michael Prater. Hen and rooster, so front and back, beautiful burl wood. Love the natural handle materials, everything from the hardwood to horn handles, just that natural beauty. This is one of the Case anniversary collectibles. It's the 130th anniversary. They even made a custom gift box for this too. That is the golden aged, it's an antique golden age Stockman. $64.90 with the C-XXX dating the 130th anniversary, and that'll be done there on the Tang stamping. Looks like they went with the bomb style shield on these two. This is a show exclusive, by the way. We are the only place you can find these. There were 8 different frames. We have several here and now a collection. 103457 Case golden aged antique. I know Jeff Daniels also worked with them on making that custom handle. It's one of the last handles that Case put out there for this year. Great way to end the year. This is a Mako, Case Mako. And Michael Prater got a hold of this, did some custom beauty to it. There's 1 left. He made 10. We are down to 1, which means it's this one. You will get this exact one that you see. And it has jasper. The Mako shark, oh, isn't that pretty? Black lip pearl, chevron spacers. There's the Mako shark. I'm going to flip it around and see what number it is, because if you're buying this one, you will be getting number 1. And that's so wild, because I know a lot of people look for that number 1. This is the number 1. Congratulations. If you
$1,500 retail on that,
tremendous
Sheila.
Christmas gift. Huh. Okay. $365, and that'll come with the clear acrylic painted pony stand. You'll get your certificate of authenticity. 103622. Jeff Daniels and I were just talking about this Christmas stuff coming up by Case today. I was going through our Case department today trying to find all of the Case closeouts. There's a bunch of them. We'll have that special Case show coming up. This is a premium trapper, burnt purple jig bone trapper. $65.99. Everything about this knife is new, and this is why Case discontinues so many knives. They have to discontinue something to bring out something new. They keep that rotation going. But this is a blue. You can see the purple hue to it. The tribal jig is very pretty. There's probably a good angle for that. Then they torch it before you get to the bolsters. And then here on the bolsters, they have the big bold Case XX. No shield, just stamp that bolster with the XX. Love this. We have the cheetah in buffalo horn. I think we have one in that Winter Age 130th anniversary. I think, yeah. Yeah, Golden Age. And so there's the giraffe bone, there's buffalo horn. There's a few out there if you are a collector of the cheetahs. But this one's $107.50. It's 4 3/8, has the swing guard. And that's smooth buffalo horn, but they jig it. Gives it that rugged texture. And they went with the oval style shield. Looks really good. I don't think you could mess that knife up. I think any shield would look good in that. Check that out. This is the first time, though, I've seen a buffalo horn cheetah. We'll see different frames come through and jig buffalo horn. This is it. This is the one Jeff and I were talking about. And this knife down the road may turn out to be worth a whole bunch of money. And this is why. This trapper with the custom Christmas Coraline handle, you'll see the decked out blades, have the Merry Christmas with the Christmas tree and the stars on the master blade. But this is why everybody, likes to collect these Christmas trappers anyway. But look at your shield. This has a bomb style shield. They only made 60 with the bomb style shield. We have all 60 of them. The other ones they made with, I believe, an oval style shield, but there were only 60 made with the bomb shield. It's right there. This is a 2-piece collection. You will get a white leather-bound gift box with the trapper, but then the Merry Christmas trapper with the blue handle and the snowflakes, it comes with a collector tin. It's $150 for the two. But like I said, I'm curious to see where this knife, it has to just grow in value. I mean, there's only 60 of those made in the world. It's crazy to think about it that way. But White Case Christmas, 103675. That is a beautiful Coraline. Hey, this is the Case Kickstart. They just came out with the Kickstart line this year. It's their version of an assisted opening knife. And in the bone stag, wildly popular bone stag. It's a jig bone handle, real rough jigging. That's why people think it's stag. And then it is torched. You just get that thumbstick going and it kicks open. It's a 4 1/8 trapper. 101942 on the Kickstart. And see, that also has the oval style shield. They did a Kickstart on the Trapper Lock and then the mid-folding Hunter. Those are the only 2 frames. Here we go with, is this the early bird? Yes, it is. Case Early Bird Special. $72.50. The ebony wood. Nope. Yeah, that's ebony wood. I cannot remember. There was a story behind how ebony wood came about. It might have been like they ran out of rosewood and made some with ebony wood. I cannot remember the story. It's been about a year since I've heard it. Is that the story? They ran, okay. So Chase, he remembers the story too. He just told me, yes, that's what happened. They ran out of rosewood, created an ebony wood line. That's fine. Boy, that's pretty. This is a Case Purple Passion toothpick, $42.50. Purple Passion, and this was the square jaw bolsters. Has a little bit of a silver shimmer in there. 32728. Very beautiful. We offered the premium trapper a little bit earlier in the Purple Passion. So that is basically the matching small Texas toothpick, the 3-inch toothpick. 32728. Here's a little bit of Christmas for you. Beautiful green, and it's emerald green. The tribal lock has the mushroom shield, the tractor tracks on the bolster. It's $100. We have 3 left, so that's good. Case actually did a phone call to Michael Prater and asked for them to do that extra bolster work. I think it's a nice touch for the holidays for sure. And then you'll get the Case velvet gift box to go out with that. Boy, isn't that pretty? 103188. Tons of detail to make a knife like that. Love it. 3 colors and it's sold out. Okay, this was a find today. It's quite the shocking find. Muskrat frame, lollipop, but the story here, the bolsters. It's all about the bolsters. And I'm assuming you will get this one because it says there's only 1 left. Case only made 250 of these with the scroll bolsters, and they do that front and back. Gorgeous. So 250 made, that's it. And lollipop is where you'll get this blue and pink custom Coraline. Maybe if you're looking for a gift item for your mom, your wife, your sister for Christmas, I promise you she'll love that. I love it. I have a toothpick in this color. I love it. Lollipop custom Coraline, but that's only $58.25, which I really think that's a mistake in the pricing. That should be around $79 in all reality. So I'm not gonna rat anybody out, but that's really priced too low for the scroll bolster. 102030, 102030 on that. Marbles Buffalo Horn Combo. I think this is one of the biggest buys of the show. And when I picked it earlier, I was so excited for y'all to see this. It is a 2-piece set. Oh, thanks. You'll get a 6-inch Skinner and then a 10-inch, and they've also jigged that buffalo horn on the handle. You'll get 1 sheath, so that smaller fixed blade will piggyback with the other one, but $38.75, that's it. We've seen buffalo horn during the show. We've seen buffalo horn by Case, and it's just so much higher.
$38.75, retail $89.95. This is by Marbles. 2-piece section here. In other words, the way it works is you got the little knife that will fit right here on front. I'll show you how that works. Little bird and trout knife right there. And then, of course, you got the big piece that fits back up here. This is by Marbles. A great little field knife, and like she said, with buffalo horn handles. And because it is, wait a minute, what was it was $38.75, you're gonna get the regular. Here's the Apache Stoneworks collection at $72.50, and there's a whole bunch of artwork going on here. You have got 5 pieces. And on those handles, you've got black, red, blue, turquoise. On the trapper, buffalo horn, red, blue, turquoise. Cape buffalo horn, and then the Indian on the guard that you're looking at there. In fact, let's see if we can flip one the other way. See right there? Is that not beautiful? And the artwork back here on the bolsters too. $72.50, Stoneworks Apache collection. Each one of these is kind of a unique piece of artwork within itself. And that trapper with buffalo horn and, of course, your turquoise on it we were looking at. Those also have the, I believe that's copper liners on them. Stainless steel blade, printed bolsters, decorative inlays, and a beautiful knife. You've got, on this set, you've got the toothpick, you've got the little, the trapper, you got, actually, that is a pretty big toothpick. Then you got the single blade, and then you got another 2-blade out there on each one of these. Buffalo horn, red and blue turquoise, and a great set of knives. Now, on that set that just went by there, please pay attention to the detail. It blows my mind every time I look at them. Here's a Kershaw Natrix with the G10 handle, $58, 4 and about 1/4 inches closed. And when we sell Kershaw, we generally sell out of it pretty quick. Item number 103304. Retail on this thing is up close to $70. And it is a great looking knife. Of course, you can see the Kershaw red box right there. We sell, like I said, a lot of Kershaw. Can somebody reach that up there between that camera right there and open that bad boy up if you don't mind? I want them to see this. 4 and I believe it's about 4 1/4 closed. It is quick. It is Kershaw. I like that knife right there. 103, well, it changed. 103304, Kershaw Natrix G10. Now, here's the old glory of the assisted open by Frost Cutlery. If you take a look at that particular flag, it's supposed to look like it's been through a rough time. And it has at times. Okay, 103709, $13.80, 4 1/2 inches closed. Red, white, and blue all over. The assisted open, liner lock, liner loop slot in the back, glass breaker on the back end of it. Red, white, and blue. If I'm not mistaken, that's on both sides of it there, son. All right. $13.80. Super deal. Buy several of them so I can give you that little wrangler that we were talking about earlier. This is another patriotic assist. It's designed to look like that the flag went through some old glorious times. And of course, our flag has had some tough traditions. When I look at one of the pictures I think of, that reminds me it's also a monument and also is done in artwork of the flag raising on Iwo Jima. All right, here's Rough Rider traditional trapper here, $15.30, 4 1/8 inches closed. Item number 102513. And you've got those multiple crimps on the bolsters. You got the reverse satin edge, which says Rough Rider on the primary blade. And of course, Rough Rider produces a good knife. Everything about the Rough Rider I like. Particularly this little trapper that you are looking at right here, particularly this price point at $15.30. Retail is $29.95. Even the box looks cool on it. 102513, Rough Rider traditional trapper. I like how they've tooled the handle on this. It just looks great. Cobra Strike Stockman, 60880. And that is cobra skin. Now, let me tell you what they've done. They've taken the cobra skin and they've laminated over the top of it because, as you know, snake skin, when it dries out, it just, it's very, you can't fool with it very much. You'll tear it. So they laminate it so that when you drop it in your pocket, the keys and things won't mess it up. This is by Steel Warrior, so you know the fit and finish is good. Right there on the blade, if you can see this, it says Cobra Strike. Okay, I can't get around there to twist it around so you can see it. I might be able to. There it is, right there. Cobra Strike by Steel Warrior, and this one is $19.95. I guarantee you, neighbor's not going to have something just like that. Ain't going to happen. The Stockman. All right, right next to that, here's the Little Rider. $19.95. This is also by Rough Rider, and I call it a little bird and trout knife. 6¼ inches overall. And I got to tell you something. Not only is it a user for us adults out there, but it's great to put in the glove box, to put in the backpack, or possibly a youngster's first fixed blade knife. 6¼ inches overall, $19.95. I'd go in the woods and carry that because it is so useful. Not so small that you can't use it, not so large you won't carry it. It comes with a great leather sheath. $19.95, and it's by Rough Rider, so you know it's a good deal. 102-613, $19.95, retail of $49.95. That's another Cutlery Corner deal you are looking at right there. Full tank construction on it. Stainless steel pommel there you're looking at. Rough Rider, 102-613. Here's some last minute gifts. Now, I'm going to tell you before we even get started. You're going to get the little Wrangler that one of these folks up here is going to put on this stand with you because it's more than 30 bucks. But when you look at this second cut torch bone, and what I'm about ready to show you here, it's going to blow your mind. 12 pieces, retail of $224.04. As you look at these are not the little bitty knives and little tiny patterns and all that. They're not the largest, they're about midways. But what you're getting here is 12 pieces at $59.95, that's $5. Okay? And this little second cut in the bullet trapper. And we're going to give you this Stockman right here in the center because you got over 30 bucks. Now take a look at this. I love this knife. Mine and the camera there, son. There you go. Good walk and talk on the knives. I like the knife, and I really love it at $5 a piece. You're getting a dealer dozen, see, really is what's happening here. You're getting a dealer dozen. They're 3½ inches closed, second cut bone, brass pins, nickel silver bolster, stainless steel blade. 1 dozen of them, plus we're going to give you the Wrangler. So if you got a business, you want to give every employee something that you got, that might work for you. Maybe hand them out to your customers. All right, here's the new Silver Horse Roundup. $138.50, 7 pieces here. This is by Silver Horse. You've been seeing more and more Silver Horse, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. It's really economics. People love it, and it sells. And it's a character flaw of ours. We'll put it back up. If it sells, that's the way we do things around here. 103-647, because we want to give you guys what you want. New Silver Horse Roundup, 7 pieces, $138.50. Now, retail is $355.74. You got turquoise, abalone, and mother of pearl here. And I mean, they are absolutely beautiful. Most of them have sunburst bolsters out there on the end. And you got that trapper, it's 4¼ inch. You got the toothpick at 3 inch. You got the saddle horn, that one's 3¾ You got the Wrangler at 4 inches closed, Congress at 3½ inches, mother of pearl. On the lockback, the lockback of 3½ inches that has ping bolsters on it. 7 pieces total, retail of $355.74. You're going to get it for $138.50, and we're also going to give you a Wrangler there because obviously the invoice is $30 or over. 103-647. Good looking knives. I mean, it's artwork. It's on both sides, folks. You can see it. They're doing great camera work right there. With this new digital equipment we've got here, I mean, you can see everything about them. And for you collectors, what a great deal. You're buying this at dealer and below and getting a collector set we've already put together for you. Here's what's called the real deal here at 14 pieces. $69.95. Retail on the deal is $251.39. Okay, let's talk about some of the items we got. You got the Bear Hunter, the Trapper, the Coke bottle folder, This is all in second cut bone. Little Jim Bowie Trapper. You got another lockback whittler. You got a hawkbill, toothpick, baby diamondback, folding hunter, bone rust. You got the muskrat in there too. There's your hawkbill going by, Barlow type there, Coke bottle, 2-blade right there, and then this folder with embossed bolsters, another 2-blade hunter. There's a big LB5. You know what you're paying for these folks? Retail now is $251.39. You're not paying that. At Cutlery Quarter Network, you're paying dealer and below. So you're paying $69.95. For these 14 pieces, that means you're paying $5 a piece. But you know what? Really, you're getting a little better deal than that because we're going to put the Wrangler in there because the deal is $30 or more. So you're getting a bonus knife in there, and it's about a $20 retail, something like that. And that's why they call it the real deal. 102817, all in this second cut bone. You got a Kodiak in there too, I noticed. 14 pieces overall, and I like the deal. 102817, the real deal at $69.95. And by the way, that little Skinner down there, full tank, you're gonna get a sheath with it. It does come with a sheath. All of our fixed blades do come with some kind of type of sheath unless we otherwise say so. $69.95, that's $5 a piece. All right, here's the whitetail, stacked stag buoy. Now you got the embossed pommel, embossed guard, and when you get a close-up on that handle, you're gonna see what they mean by stacked stag. That stag is actually in sections. See there? And what that does is, that means it's not going to crack on you because there's not that long of a section to give it stress points. That's a good thing. You got that on both sides. This knife is 15 inches overall. Brass guard, brass pommel, decorative guard. It also has that decorative handle, a decorative pommel even. Leather sheath. You're getting all this for $53.50. And of course, we're going to give you the little Wrangler in there with it also so that you can, because you reach $30 on it. It's got a great looking sheath. I'm going to set this down here in front so you can see it. And this sheath, I'll run it down there where you can check that out. Is that not good looking? That's a $25 sheath, and the whole deal is not but $53, and we're going to give you that little Wrangler sitting right down there because it was a $30 deal. 103025, whitetail, stack stag, $53.50. Here's the marble stag bullet trapper. What you've got going here is you got a little combination of some things going on. You've got that lasering, which looks like scrimshaw. Then you got the decorative blade, decorative handle, cool looking display box. And that looks like stag right there on the very end. And I believe that's why they call it the stag bullet. If I can tilt this just right, I'm gonna show you a little artwork on it too. Let me see what we got here. Let me tilt it back. Maybe that'll work better. How about that? That working some better? Maybe. Maybe it is. Turn it towards that camera right there. There, it's got marbles on the blade that you see right there. I'm going to try to turn it back here. Don't have a piece of paper, I would do it. Now, let me say this. That's smooth over here on the back side. You got a faux scrimshaw here on this side. That's stag up here in this front section. This is a big boy here. This is not a little bitty piece. I like marbles. They've been around since the 1920s. This one right here is item number 33604, $22.50. Retails $36. All right, let's talk about the knife. When we opened up the show tonight, we were talking about this veteran's knife. Well, basically it's $15. $10 of it is going to be split right down the middle, 50-50. $5 is going to go to the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga Veterans Program that they have going on to help the veterans assimilate back into society and get an education, those that want it. And then You have the Simplify Camp Out among them for the veterans. In fact, the 6 plaques that are back here on the wall behind me are plaques in appreciation for the items that you guys have bought over the years. And we show the check that we send to them, and a lot of veterans get the benefit out of it because of you folks. Okay, so $10 of that $15 knife goes to support veterans groups. Retail is $49.68. By the way, not only has it got etchy on the blade, it comes with that Kydex type sheath that you see right there. And it also, do what now? Buy 2, there you go. I got Gage over here telling me, y'all buy 2, and he'll give you the Wrangler right there. The man's already in marketing. He's moving right along. All right, here's the all leather, no lace, 101758. Got 2 great stacked leather hunters here. Now, here's the big deal. 2 of them for $29.95. There's a traditional hunter with the thumb notch up there on top. Look at that beautiful stacked leather, stainless steel pommel, stainless steel guard. Here's the one down below, the bigger one. Stacked leather also with a big blood groove on it. Now you got, let's get some lengths here. One's 9, the other one's 11 5/8 inches overall. Both of them do come with a sheath. One comes with a double stitch leather sheath. The other one comes with that 800 denier nylon sheath. Item number 101758. These are 2 seriously good looking knives for $29.95. That's not a small knife we're looking at right there, folks. Big clip blade. I like the knife. And then, of course, you've got the leather sheath up here and the nylon sheath for the other one. 101758, $29.25. Retail of $71.28 total, but you're only paying $29.25 here at Cutlery Quarter Network. All right, you get the best of 2 worlds right here. It's the new large Choctaw, which is 4.5 inches closed. So it's a Choctaw frame, one of the strongest frames there is out there on the market. And you got ram's horn, which is a natural handle material on it, but it's the big boy. It also comes with this already preformed nylon sheath. That big bolster that my thumb is showing you right there, okay, holds that steel blade in there, and I mean, it grips it. That gives you, and it's also a lockback, so it's a big safety feature. It's a true working hunting knife. In fact, it's big enough, a folding hunter, that they've given you a sheath to go along with it because you can use it. You could put it in your pocket, but it might not be what you want to do to carry it around all day long. That's a pretty big piece. That's ram's horn handle you're looking at by Steel Warrior, so you know the fit and finish is great. The new large Choctaw Ram, $19.25, retail of $48.96. Here's the Abalone leg knife, $16.50 right here. 3 and about, let's say that's 3 1/4 inch closed. Nickel silver bolster, stainless steel blades, got the big thumbnail pull on it. That's abalone. These started off as advertising knives in the 20s, 30s, 40s, on up into the 60s. This one's by Steel Warriors. The high heel on it actually is a bottle opener. They used to put things like knee-high on them, Buster Brown shoes, things of that, years and years ago, and a lot of people collected them. Item number 102530, abalone leg knife, $16.50, retail of $30.67. More and more people are collecting these, and of course, abalone is getting harder and harder to get. More people want it, and particularly in this knife that you're looking at here. What a great little Christmas present. $16.50 in abalone. All right, here's the Old Timer gift set. Old Timer, of course, is a division of Charade, and what they've got is a 3-piece set that you are looking at here in the faux scrimshaw. That's man-made handle material that you are looking at on it. It does come in this tin. That's a yellow comp handle, and it comes in a tin. And I'm gonna flip this around celebrating about 115 years.
Oh, cool.
Okay, an old timer. See, you had Serade, that was the primary company. Then you had Uncle Henry, and you had Old Timer, that were both part of the marketing companies with it. By the way, there's supposedly, for this knife right here, underneath back here in the tin, there is a sheath for this. Of course, you got the Wrangler, you got the little lock back here, and you got the fixed blade. Cool looking set, and I'll tell you what's really cool about it. $34.95 is another cool thing about it too. Because it's over 30 bucks, we're gonna be able to put that little Wrangler in there with it. So the Old Timer gift set, perfect for Christmas. It is retailer friendly. See all these peg hooks up here? That keeps them from walking away. It's hard to steal that whole box there. But if you're giving it for a Christmas gift, or Mr. and Mrs. Dealer, you're gonna put it in the showcase, or whatever the case may be, what a great Christmas item. 3 knives for one price. Actually, you can keep the 4th.
I think the Serade gift tin is still in stock too, the one that has the
Right.
deer on the lid.
The Serade, you got Serade, and then we got an Old Timer too. Okay, so looky here, talk about Copperhead. This is Copperhead Creek Copper Collection. There are 7 pieces here. Retails $167.13. Cutlery Quarter Network, you don't pay that. You don't pay anywhere close to it. 52 bucks. That's $7.43 again. I will say it again. $7.43 a piece. Here's what you're getting. You're getting the lock back here. Let me go around here where I can look at them. That's the best way to do this. You got the Trapper. Now, these are copper bolsters on them. Okay? You got a Wrangler. You got a lock back coming here. You got another lock back coming behind it. And that's a buffalo horn you're looking at. Another lock back. Look at those beautiful copper bolsters. You'll see more and more of this. There's a big boy. That looks like a big LB5 that you're looking at there. All right. There's your Trapper. Was that a Trapper just went by?
Premium Trapper.
All right. Now, you're also going to get the little Wrangler right there in the center because obviously it's over 30 bucks. The camera shot was so close I could see the handles, couldn't see the frames. All right, 102,939.
So you get several versions of that lock
piece.
back. There's like the 5, the 4, and the 3-inch lock back.
And you know what?
I like the Coke box.
I've seen that on probably 6 or 7 sets in the last 2-3 years.
Those lock backs are really popular.
Well, people like to collect them in the different sizes. And if you're a reseller, hey, you got people come in that don't want the big lock back. They don't want maybe the smallest one, but the middle one will fit. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, if you just want to collect this whole copper section right here, there it is at $52, and we're going to give you the Wrangler too. Item number 102,939. Here's the whole new Stag Retreat. Actually, every time I look at this set, it's new because I get blown away that we're giving 4 pieces of Stag.
Yeah.
3 of them in these, for 110 bucks in Stag with leather sheaths. Okay? Go figure on that one. Reckon Jimmy was feeling good when he priced this?
The largest one's 13 3/4. The spike design's 12 1/2. Then we have 11 3/4 and an 8-inch Skinner. It's a mix of trophy Stag and whitetail cutlery. We do have that little baby Diamondback Stockman that goes in the deal too. So you'll get 4 Stag fixed blades and then your free gift. Look at all the leather sheaths. Basket weave leather sheaths, custom made for every single one, double stitching. And of course, we don't charge anything extra for the sheath. The sheath, of course, comes with the knife, and you're paying $27.50 for these large deer Stag Skinners that normally, like the spike that you see here, gosh, I would see that probably close to $40 would be a fair price for that. Stag Retreat gives you, of course, a lower price point because you do get 4 and a free pocket knife. 103,369. This one, Santa Jim's Big Deal. Deal, I'm assuming, is a play on the deck of cards, and it looks like he's dealt 3 aces here on the table. You'll get a Trapper in this buy. It's the Premium Trapper by Black Hill Steel, and it comes with a deck of cards, a collector set of cards. You'll be amazed at how many people collect playing cards, but that's in there. We have a Sharps Cutlery 12-inch fixed blade that's made with the Stag-A-Line, 5-inch lockback. Now your pocket knives are going to be a Coe River, except for the Trapper and the deck of cards, that's going to be Black Hill Steel. We have the cigar style whittler, a saddle horn trapper. I love this canoe. Get a canoe. That's probably the only canoe I have seen on the show today in any set. So get that. Toothpick Stockman, the Shiner lockback. Oh, a razor trapper is in here. We also have the Peanut. Very nice frames. When they create this stag bone resin, the part I like about it is, and when you pick it up, you'll feel the texture. It gives you this real knobby type of a texture, the way that they have recreated that handle. Oh, there's your free gift to you. But stag bone resin is created with all three of those elements. You'll have a little bit of stag, bone, and then the resin that holds it all together. And it's the closest replica to stag that I think I've ever seen on the show. When they first showed up, we were all like tricked by it. It was so close to stag. Cenagem's big deal, $8.17 a knife, plus the free pocket knife. That's not even $100. It's just $98, 103687, item number there. So the fixed blade in the center, that is a Sharps fixed blade. These are also made by the Sharps line. Couple here in the walnut handle. You will have the one on the top that has this molasses stripe that runs through it. This one is a double stainless steel swoop inlay, and that is, of course, front and back. Then you have the solid walnut. And the Outlaw buoy is one that has a little two-tone. It's a black forest wood with rosewood. Check out all the detail on the guard. That one even has a double blood groove down the blade. You have all this beautiful embossing work done on the guard, and then the double stainless steel inlay in the handle. Pretty awesome, $46.75 for all four of those, which means they're just $11.69 a piece. The big story behind a Sharps knife is the edge. Just wait till you get it at home. That has a super sharp edge and the nylon sheaths. $46.75 plus we have the little baby diamondback going out because that is over $30. Congratulations. Anything you buy tonight, it's one per invoice on the little baby diamondback. Doesn't matter what you're picking up, just $30 or more. And you get a free, and it's in the Christmas red jig bone. I like the look of this knife. It's called the Warthog Elite. It is made by the Elite line. It's $14.75. What I liked about it was how they did the satin finish. It's not super shiny. It is that gunmetal gray satin finish. And it's also a snapshot. So it's a really fast snapshot knife. There's the clip on the back. So good looking and good working snapshot. The Warthog Elite 102599. Item number. The handle too is a 4.5. It's not as big as some of those tacks. Some of them are the big 5-inch, but this one's a 4.5. You can add a lanyard onto that if you choose to. $14.75 sale price. Fin and feather for everybody for Christmas. This is our fin and feather fixed blade. Frost Cutlery makes it. It's an 8.5-inch Skinner. This was originally created as a bait knife, and this was the first one that came out. It has the black checker grip, rubber grip handle with the red. So that was the first one, but then they came out with the blue, and just recently we've added the brown and the green into the line. It's the same frame, just the different colors that match up with that rubber sure grip handle. It does have this water-resistant hard case sheath with each one, 8.5-inch fixed blade for 28 bucks. You get all 4 of those for $28. Perfect little stocking stuffers, but if you need a good knife for the boat, you could use that if you're going to the beach or you're fishing bass in your local lake. These are wonderful bait knives. That was the original intent, the way that the handle was made and the materials that were used. But really, you could use it for anything. It's a good all-around fixed blade, fin and feather flocked together. 102590. Definitely pick up one more item. Maybe you want to get the Choctaw or Jim's Pick or anything else you see on the show to get to $30. The Molasses Bone Choctaw. This one is 3 3/4. It is $15.37, and that is done in a new chestnut jig. This was actually one of the later ones to come in, and that's probably why we still have it in stock, because we've already sold out of a lot of those original Choctaws. And this was Steel Warrior's big claim to fame. We made these in the Steel Warrior line, I'm gonna say probably 10 years ago. And then we went through a phase where we didn't carry the Choctaw. It's an expensive knife to make because that's a large amount of handle material, it's a large amount of bolster. And then just recently, Jim decided to pull it back into the brand, and it has just been selling like crazy. That's just a really cool frame. It's a solid lock back. You can use it as a folding hunter or an everyday working knife, but 3 3/4. Then we came out with a large Choctaw, which I believe was 4 1/4. But that's $15.37. They call it the Molasses Bone. 102264 on that. Okay, Buck has this one. Oh, it's D2, that's right. This has D2 blades. Let's see, I do believe it is the only knife I've had on the show with the D2 steel. So if you're shopping for D2 steel, I believe this is it. It's a 5-inch lock back. They went with Lena Micarta on the handle. Just a great look. And it even has a clip on the back. That's $100. It's made by Buck. 103605. It's called the D2 Slim. And I can see also where it gets that name because this Lena Micarta is pretty slimline. That's an incredible gift for Christmas. If you know somebody who's looking for a tack, that is a $100 bill, plus you will get an extra knife. You'll get the little baby diamondback that's done in the red pick bone, and because that is over $30. No problem there. 103605. Buck D2 Slim. The Shady Lady Trapper. What will we think of next, right? Limited edition, Shady Lady Trapper. And that is, yeah, that's all lasered on the blades. Well, get back up there. There we go. Just trying to, there's the lasering on the blade. That is on a Steel Warrior Premium Trapper, 4 1/4 trapper at $16.75. I need to also tell you about Jim's Jingle Bell Rock. He has a pocket knife deal that's really awesome. Ask your operator about that. We also have the California Gold Stockman. That's a goodie by Hen and Rooster. There's several items that and Christmas specials that we have throughout the show too. Stone Cold Hammered Steel. This one's $12.88. Hickory handle. So it's a 9.5-inch fixed blade. The way that they have done the blade, it looks like it's been hand hammered. Really has a two-tone finish. This part here looks like you have the hammering, and then the lower portion there is done in a stone wash finish. Has the finger grooves on the hickory handle. That's only $12.88. So that'd be an awesome little add-on you're looking for something to add on to get to that $30 price point. 103381. Nylon sheath will also be going out with that too. Okay. 103381 is called the Stone Cold Hammered Steel. It's a 9.5 inch all around fixed blade. Pocket knife time, and this is your Cape Buffalo Roundup. Wow, look at that buoy here in the center. Frost Cutlery makes this, and this was part of that. We used to have a Viper, a Venomous, and there was one more, I can't remember. Venom and Venomous, okay. This one's done with a black forest wood handle. It has a two-tone finish on the blade. That's, I believe it's a 15-inch buoy. But just a super cool design on the way that that is made. Yeah, I do believe it's a 15-inch on that. So this portion here will have the black powder coat, and then you'll also see the stainless steel there. Frost Cutlery. Your pocket knives, this is a brand we hadn't seen a bunch of lately, but they're here. This is your Crowing Rooster, and it is buffalo horn. We have a Kentucky 5-blade. Here's your Peanut coming around. Premium Trapper, cigar-style whittler. Wow, we have this huge Stockman. I think that's a 4.5 on that big Stockman. And then we'll have your typical Range Rider Stockman, medium-sized Trapper, and then back to that Kentucky 5-blade. But all of those by Crowing Rooster, they are done in buffalo horn, $8.59 a piece. Don't forget about the free gift. That'll be included too on the Cape Buffalo Roundup. But that buoy, if we were to sell it by itself, it'd probably be over $20 at least. Just in the fixed blade, here it's only $8.59. Chipaway has the 6-pack here. This is the classic 28 frame by Chipaway. Same matching frame in here. It's $11 and change a piece, just different handles. We have your traditional hardwood, frost wood, there's olive wood, sapphire blue, the redwood, and also white smooth bone. Leather sheaths to finish it all out. At $11.46 a piece, you will get the fixed blade. Of course, you'll get that leather sheath. These knives are 8 3/4 overall length. They are full tang construction. On the new Chipaway 6-pack, 6 pieces for $68.75. Yeah, olive wood in here and everything. I love the sapphire blue. I like to pick out the ones that stand out because I have not seen a sapphire blue wood handle in any other set that we have here in this show. Okay. 59646. So you'll end up with 6 fixed blades and then a pocket knife. Looks like we're down to the final 29 on those. And the continuous thing about Chipaway, you always get, for the most part, I'm gonna go about 98% of the time, you're gonna get a leather sheath that you'll be so proud of to go along with that knife. It's about a $200 retail value when you include everything you get there. 59646. If you're looking for fixed blades, those have such a traditional look to them. I think it's going to fit anybody. If you're looking for gift items and things like that. Black Hill Steel came out with a cross series this year. We have seen pocket knives with the cross, and this will be the snapshots with that predominant cross. There's 5 snapshots. And then the Black Hill Steel buoy, which we hardly ever see that fixed blade.
Take a look at that. You got that sub hilt down here on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's a 13 with the zebra wood, right?
Yeah, that is yes, that is zebra wood you are looking at right there. Full tank construction on this. Obviously, it also comes with the 800 denier nylon sheath that you're looking at right there. Now, these Black Hills assisted opening knives here, they're not lightweight. They're not so heavy you don't want to carry them. I'm not saying that, but they're not lightweight. liner lock. You got a pocket clip on the outside, on the back side right here. You got the cross inlaid in the handle. And I'm gonna tell you something, these things are pretty quick. Now, you've got different colors on each one of these. This set contains 6 pieces, but actually, you're also going to get our little Wrangler that we're giving away for this show because it was a $30 invoice. So you're actually getting 7 pieces. 103-665 Black Hills Gravediggers, retail of $196.93. You're only paying $62.50 for this set. I think that's a pretty slick deal right there. I love Black Hills. Everything they do is good, solid work. They produce good product. And for $62.50, that's $10.42 a piece. You're getting a solid tactical, 5 of them, plus the big buoy there. Here's Hen and Rooster. This is a Field Pro with a gut hook.
This is awesome.
She's showing you full tank construction. Pan through that handle twice. It's a rubber composite handle material you're looking at that does have the field.
What's the price on that?
The price on this one says is $18.25.
There's no way.
I'm not gonna argue that.
If this is $18,
Chase.
Hen and Rooster,
Chase, can you hear me in there?
since when?
What is the price point? Is this price point correct here?
Well,
we're not
whether it's right or not, it's up there.
Well, what's it on the thing? We're not playing the game seriously. We just think it was more money.
If this is the price, this is my pick of the show. You want a Hen and Rooster fixed blade?
Yep.
For
there's your sheet
$18?
sitting behind it,
Who
$18.20.
would not want?
Was this not $23 or $24 or something at one time?
Okay, now they're like, oh, we got to move on. There's a panic to move on. So yeah, I'm going to go. That's not right.
Here's Case,
That's not right.
USA, Kickstart. Now, of course, the Kickstarts came out this year. So this is the first year with Kickstart, which basically means it's Case's version of an assisted opening knife. W.R. Case & Sons, that's made in USA up in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Also on the other side, the uniqueness of this continues on. It's got a pocket clip on it. Up until this year, you didn't see that much on Case knives.
No.
This is a Kickstart, red, white, and blue. Kind of looks like it's worn in there. That is probably bone, okay? So we're talking about $157.50. Now the retail on the knife is $233.55. You only pay $157.50. It is the first year of the Kickstart. That means it's going to be more valuable down the road. Also, too, those of you who are collecting, and a lot of you just starting, the old timers will tell you this, I'm going to tell you this. I'm an old timer. Keep the packaging. Hang on to the packaging on these premium knives because Buzz Parker, who deals in them every day, all right, tells me that 10, 15 years down the road, it can end up being 20% of the retail value.
That's white smooth bone. It's a 3D laser etch. Looks like the flag is waving. And then they did a color wash treatment over that. It's really, really pretty. But the Kickstart, that is the latest and greatest thing by Case in the Kickstart. But thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Make sure you pick up one of our veteran
Great deal
booths.
right here.
Support our veterans for $15. So.
Thank you for being with us. Be safe out there, and we will see you next time.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining us.
Jim Frost, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, and happy good stuff.
Yes, happy holidays to you, Todd.
Thank you very much.
Hope
and
you
all
don't
of
eat
you
too
out
much
there.
turkey next week.
Well, I know. I'm trying to lose weight. I like turkey, though.
Oh, I do too.
Anyway,
I
we're
love
gonna.
the holidays.
I like what we're about to show everyone. It's going to be good stuff here, James A. I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah, we got some great product, new stuff, stuff that we're actually selling out of, and just going to be a great show, folks.
It's a really good variety.
Yeah, it is.
A real good variety, and it's what we're going to do. If $30 or more of merchandise, one per invoice. We have just a real nice. I grew up and learned back when I was a teenager. We called them Sunday go-to-meeting knives. A dress knife. It's not too big. It's not too small. And Jim, that's a good looking. Look at that.
It is. It's a
Christmas
good little,
red bone?
You named it. That's
Look
a good
at
little
that.
dress knife.
Look at that. German steel, it's 41.16. So you buy $30 worth of merchandise, multiple items, 3 at $10 a piece or $30 and it's over. Over that, we'll include one of those in your order, and it's one per invoice. We have a lot of people that purchase multiple times a day or throughout a weekend or whatever, every single time until he says that it's done. That your invoice exceeds $30 or more, we're going to place one of those in your order, and it's going to be free of charge. Nice little knife, Jim.
As many invoices as you like, but only one knife per invoice.
One per invoice.
$30 minimum.
We have something that we knew it was going to do well, Jim. I mean, it's not a surprise, but it's done exceptionally well.
This is our fundraiser each year. We raise money for veterans, camp out among them in Alabama, who take wounded warriors from our service, all branches, and reintroduce them to the wild, fishing and camping and just a little bit of everything.
Big events, picnics.
Oh,
they have
huge-
hundreds. You have pictures.
Hundreds of people at these picnics, and
Right.
it's veterans that have been injured supporting our country.
So $5 goes to that organization. $5 also goes to the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and our hats off to UTC for their entrepreneurship program.
Absolutely. They take 5 veterans each year and retrain them and train them to be entrepreneurs, business people for themselves.
And it doesn't cost them. It
No.
doesn't cost the veteran a dime. So
And we're going to give a check. We'll do it on air, and we'll let you know then exactly how much money we've given over the last few years to these 2 fine organizations.
And thank you so much for your support.
Yeah,
but if that inventory,
buy all you can, folks,
If
of
that
these.
inventory is correct, which it more than likely is going to be, there's not much time left on this beautiful. $15, $10 go to 2 5-star organizations that take care and help our veterans out. And our hats off and God bless to all of you. And thanks to all the veterans across this great nation of ours. That's a good looking knife, Jim. I like that.
The first item up is this little stag handle knife.
Yes, his wrist is already getting crimped, folks.
I'm loving this knife though. It's really
look at it.
well made. It feels really good in your hand. And,
It's
that
kinda
deer
perfect.
stag is out of India, and look at the inserts on each end of it.
Yeah, the
sort of dresses
spacer
it up.
work.
The spacers dress it up, don't they?
You have silver wood, brass, wine wood, brass, more wine wood. Look at this deer stag, Jim. One solid piece of steel. Perfect all around hunting, fishing, camping, any type of outdoor activity knife. And like I said, his wrist is getting a little cramped, folks, because he's going to be doing some autographing on some sheets, because that is one really, really good price point. Paying $22.50. Does that say $74 retail there, Jim Frost?
Yes, it does.
$22.50, folks. And see, the knife is just good, Jim.
It is.
You know,
It's
you
perfect
can
size,
completely
really.
control the knife, using it for those of you who prepare game or fish or anything like that. And then the fact that it is in deer stag. Jim, that is always, even more so now, a plus. So it's a good $22.50 spent. Make great, fantastic Christmas gifts. This is an item, Frost, that you have a hard time keeping up with, and I didn't even realize that either.
Oh, we need to check on that.
Yeah. $19.95. You got Julio working, you could work him 24/7, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But just on the Trump merchandise, there's your collusion, delusion, Trump 2020, all 4 of them for only $19.95. That's a storm chaser that has, it's a manual open, but it has the trigger mechanism. Isn't this good stuff? $4.99 a piece. But hurry, if you're interested in these, hurry. And the reason that I'm saying that is because of what I just asked him. We do all of this artwork and the packaging in-house. And we're having a hard time keeping up because, you got a lot going on with printing, not just Trump merchandise.
Yeah.
But by gosh, it gets sold. A lot of times, Jim, it's gone by the time the ink dries.
Well, folks, these have been very popular, and if Mr. Trump, President Trump, is your person of choice, this is for you because they'll absolutely sell.
Well, $4.99 a piece, $19.95 for the set. 130 years. Frostin, you picked this out for, we're going to have the white smooth bone trapper, and we're going to show all of them.
Yeah, that is from W.R. Case and Sons, and of course this will be a limited run. We don't have a final count on it yet, but this is a smooth bone handle, 4 1/4 inch closed W.R. Case and Sons trapper, fully authorized by W.R. Case and Sons, and it's the 130th anniversary, and that is
The two.
Roman numeral, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or is
well,
it-
yes, the CX and then the XX. I call that a straight tail C in the middle where it says case, but you have CX and then XX, that is 130. 5 years ago, it was the CXXV. So it's Roman numeral dated. Comes in that awesome tube, beautiful collectible at only $79.95. And you know what, Frost? The one thing that I was that caught me off guard: how popular the tubes are.
Oh, the tubes, yeah, that's a great idea of Miss Tammy. Jim's Jingle Bell Rock, folks, this is a sort of a mystery. I actually select these out of the warehouse, and it could be a little bit of anything. It's usually a full 3 1/2 inch to 4 1/4 inch knife that we have in this mystery, but it's great stocking stuffers. They'll be a really good quality knife. We sold hundreds of these already, and expect to sell thousands before Christmas gets here for us. But be sure and pick you up a couple of these for gifts. They're a neat item, and like I say, I couldn't tell you as I stand here what it's going to be, but it's going to be a nice knife.
Well, people are liking it because they're reordering them.
It's got my name on it.
But
It's gonna
Jim,
be
you know what I truly think? I think they just like that box.
Yeah.
I think they like the box with you.
Well, the
on
box
it.
does it, and I can play a guitar.
I know you can.
Hey, folks, be sure and go to www.cutlerycorner.net and check out our one-of-a-kind, discontinued items, things you'll never see on the show. And while you're at it, grab one of these.
The old Sling Blade. Now, this is the
Ventilator.
new ventilator, and
Yeah.
it is vented in the handle. But I got to get over where I can grab this one.
Why don't you show that, because that's got a titanium
coating.
coating on
Yeah, see, we
it, and
we were stereo there.
it's got titanium gold plating
Sorry
on
about
the pins on that. Isn't that great? It's a
There's your,
great looking knife.
Tension setting adjustment.
Yeah, the Sling Blade 18 ball bearings in that, folks, and this has been doing very well.
HCR.
And, it's one of the nicest sling blades that we've had so far.
That is
Just a beautiful, the smooth as silk, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not assisted opening.
If you want a high quality tactical
feel
knife, then this is something you should really
You'll
consider.
just feel the weight in that knife, folks.
The looks and the feel, the use, general use, everyday carry, that's a great item. So please,
HCR, yeah.
if you're wanting a good quality knife,
Look how fast that is, Frost.
yeah, oh, it's great. The ball bearings, of course, I make them
Nice
polish those
package.
things out, and
Nice
nice
little sling.
packaging on the box, and great item.
103,684 on the ventilator Sling Blade. Now, this is the identical pattern of the white, and this is also white smooth bone, but it's not white. because you can see that basically they do the process. And what term do you use for the process of the? It's a wash. It's just like it's a washing of the handle, and there it's a CX and then XX and then case with the straight tail C in the middle. It's just darker.
They won't tell me how they do that. They say it's job security.
Yeah, it's just like a little wash. It probably is. Look at that. See, there's a smooth bone. The first one that you saw is also a smooth bone. It was on the reverse side as well. I kind of like a little gunmetal look, you know. Plus, the way that the engraving stands out. Also coming in the tube, and it looks like we've got about identical quantity on each one. This one and the previous one. There are about 40 of them. It's $79.95, 103-170. Now, Frost, when it's $30 or more, one per on the invoice, it doesn't matter what the brand is.
No.
That's going to be irrelevant. So every item that you've seen so far except Jim's Jingle Bell Rock automatically qualifies for one of these awesome giveaways. But Jingle Bell Rock's going to qualify if you just go ahead and buy 3 of the Jingle Bell Rock. 30-day money-back satisfaction, any and every single item that we make. But one thing that I always know for sure, I know he's going to pick out good stuff for people because that's what he does. And I know when we sell an item and then the customers start reordering it, they repeat on the item, then they're really, really liking what they've received, and that's what's going on with Jingle Bell. Look at that 130th anniversary on that. Let me do a little white thing here, Jones, if I can. Joseph's probably a lot better at that than I am. Look at, all right, there, look, those are decades and decades of stampings on the spay blade. Now, this is not in the tube. It's going to come with a hard shell, commemorative display box, anniversary box, and that's on the front side of it. It's $79.95, and that is a beautiful crimson red bone, isn't it there, Jones? Jones likes that crimson red bone, folks. $79.95, 103-167. Coe River, this is a nice pack. They're not going to be individually sheathed, except this one with the Rockwell test. That was called, you originally called that the snook, I believe.
I did?
Yeah, the old snook by Coe River, palm skinner on it's a lot larger. The other 5 knives, they're not individually sheathed, they're just a gamesman pack. Whether it's for trout, for bird, waterfowl, for deer, you have multiple different type of blade preparation designs or just general purpose work. They're all going to come in this, which is going to be a hook and loop. No, it's a snap on that. But they all 5 of the Coe River knives have their own knife pack compartment. So you have all 5 of them at your arm's reach all the time. It breaks down to $4.58 per knife. So that at $27.50 is a really, really good, excellent value. And a Coe River is just has turned into and has been for quite some time. Coe River's been a good one for us, folks. They make good stuff. People like them, and you know what? I like them also. So it's 102-535 on that one. This is our Trapper Workshop. Oh, look at what we've got going on here. E.C. Simmons Trapper Workshop style. All the E.C. Simmons are going to be the 2nd generation shield except one. And that is the 1st generation. That was the original shield when we brought the name line back. That is the fleur-de-lis. This is the 2nd generation where you have a gentleman, a person, forging a blade on an anvil. And E.C. Simmons, it was a hardware company.
We're very fortunate to own that brand.
Look at that
and
thing.
they're great knives, great name. E.C. Simmons. I remember when I started out selling knives, I used to trade for that.
That might be a crow and rooster or 2 we've got in there also in the old Trapper Workshop. Yeah, E.C. Simmons, you know, I wish we could find some of their double-barreled Damascus steel shotguns that they made about 70 or 80 years ago or whenever it was. Goodness gracious. Out of St. Louis, Missouri, Trapper Lovers. not only is it a good brand, the E.C. Simmons and the Crow and Rooster, but Jim, that looks good. Yeah, the Bayou Blue, the Whiskey River, that is a hot handle. Of course, buffalo horn and ox horn are always going to be quite popular. And then there's California Gold. $48.75. All you want's trappers. All you want is that item. Well, you're going to have the that nice little red bone 3-blade Stockman is going to be placed in your order, and it's not going to cost you one single penny. And that's a limited time on that Stockman, because you only have X amount that you can give away on our red bone. Now, Frost, for $60, they're going to get something that's going to be a Michael Prater, and it's going to be probably a hen and rooster, or whatever you pick on these also.
It could be hen and rooster, it could be case, it could be a little bit of anything. But folks, this is a mystery by Michael, and Michael's participating in this. And he's going to help us out as far as reducing the price on it so we can make this work. But for $60, we got a few more items, not many left, but we have a few more items that we have maybe one of that it's hard to put just one item up on the screen. So we thought we'd do it like this with a mystery box, and it'll take advantage of it. It's a great deal.
Well, the 4-blade in Wild Horse Jasper might just be one or two, because I haven't seen that knife in a long time.
Right.
Well, what happens is you get an accumulation of knives on your desk and in your room there.
I do.
And they don't go anywhere unless we do something like this, or we show them. And you know, Frost, showing them one at a time takes a lot of
It does, and there's a lot of them too that are samples that we don't necessarily make more than one of. It's just a variety. We've always done really well with this product like this, and everybody seems to be happy. So we're going to sell a few more here at Christmas time, and folks, take advantage of it.
Try one out. Again, 30-day money-back guarantee, but Frost, they get one, they order one, and that's all they want. Well, you're going to give them another knife for buying it. Because we got a nice red bone giveaway that's going on. I like that old Christmas red. This item, and then we have one that is the chef knife, also is done extremely well. And this is about, if I'm, correct me, Frost, because I've never gotten it straight. Isn't this around 47 layers, 48 layers of Damascus?
It is. Yeah, it is. And it's really sold well. And folks have responded to it really good. It's a beautiful knife. But it's Damascus steel, and this is the first one we had. We've got a chef's knife somewhere. But folks, these are high-end, high-quality knives.
That's G10.
You'd expect to pay $100 for that, but we got it for $37.50.
And it's single forged Damascus steel. Everything is one piece of Damascus. The handle and the pins are what is attached. Everything else that you see that is steel is the Damascus steel. But they polished that one down, and it just has an extremely nice weight and balance and feel to it. You'll want one for yourself if you're buying one for a gift. Excuse me, I get all choked up there, Jim Frost. All right, this is going to that poor old hackberry tree that came down. I don't know that I've ever seen a hackberry tree that I can think of. Look at the wood on this. Where does the grain start and where does the grain end? I don't know. It's somewhere. It's all over the place, and that's what makes it desirable. It's really like an exotic look to it. Spalted, so it's the beginning stages of decomposition. So you didn't cut the hackberry tree down.
No, we didn't. And you know, they're unusual because no two are alike on that.
No, gosh, no. Look at that,
beautiful,
Jim.
Nice. When I first saw that, I the guy with Michael Prater who put this together, and I said, Mike, if you can do this, I said, I think our friends would really like that out there. And so he done it, and it looks great.
Well, they have. It's just so unusual. Do you have any more? I hope you do. If you got some more, I think people will want it.
I've got one more that we're running. It's
well, Well, I mean, any more wood left?
Oh, no, once we're out of these,
You got any more trees?
we'll have to go to
You got
something
it?
else.
We'll find out. I'll go out there and sneak out there and get me a hackberry tree or something.
Folks, we don't expect these to last but just a few more days.
Well, we're already selling them right now.
Yeah, they've been really popular. That's a very unusual jig on that, saw cut jig on that handle. Beautiful etching on the blade. And it's got that pocket watch with it. And, you know, I had to pay tooling on that for that pocket watch. It's
People
got
like the pocket watch, including myself. I'm going to close it there, Daniel or Jones. There's just something nostalgic about pocket watches to me. And look at that. Look at the hen and rooster on that pocket watch. Remember my granddaddy carrying one. My great-great-granddaddy carried it in his in the overall pocket in his overalls. Look at that beautiful knife. Only $40. But as Frost, James A. Just said that's likely not to make the weekend because they had just been bought up. It's a very, very nice item. And Jim, you priced that one. We're not going to pay the light bill with it. And you priced it right for everyone on that 175 years. This particular item, the situation with it, when it comes down to it, it's going to be the gold-plated Walking Liberty dollar, which the dollar was manufactured by the U.S. Mint, and it was never circulated, brilliant, uncirculated. But then I didn't not know this until he told me, or I heard him say it on air, I believe it was last week, that you actually sent those to have the gold plating done.
I did. I sent them to an outfit in Maine, and they put the 24 karat overlay on the 2000 silver dollar coin. And you know, it's hard to do that now. Gold's up so high. I did this back when gold was around $400.
Yeah, it's a little shy of 15 now.
This is my own little personal collection that I had, and I decided to share it with everyone out there. But this is a mint coin, gold plated, and it's got gold dust flakes embedded in the handle of that Corlon and that hen and rooster 4-inch 3-blade Stockman.
So Michael Prater did the Coraline, and just a little over 4 dozen now remain, because that's all that of the coins that there are, at $135. I just look at that. If you live out in California and that's your home state and you like it out there, well, that'd be a good gift item for somebody if they like nice, because I think everybody likes gold.
That's a great gift for anyone.
Yeah, I believe most people like gold. Now that was 103-174, 103-326 at $138.80. This is no more. There are not any more at Case. And you made sure of that, you and Jeff Daniels, because you bought the very last ones that they had.
We bought all we had, as far as I know. There may be a few running around out there, but we've got most of the stock left, and it's going out daily. So folks,
that is giraffe bone.
It's been discontinued by Case, so there's no more available from them. So
They do a special stamp on this. They're going to put the EX in front of the pattern number for exotic series, because that's what it is with giraffe bone. They're not making it and they're all gone. And then, you know, I also think that they do a lot of that, Jim, so the knife can't be counterfeited and stuff like that with you know, somebody just has some giraffe bone or something, put it on there. Because they cost more, they're worth more. It's $138.80, the last inventory that we have left. And that, well, Cases is already gone. So that's 103-326, Jim's pick. This is another really, really good one. Those of you that got in on the signature stag, trophy stag, oh, here is another that like fixed blades. This is a no mistake item. It doesn't matter if you just buy one. You can't go wrong with this deal. If you shop with us on a regular basis, what I would do is I would stock up on it, especially if you're reselling a knife. Because Frost, whenever you can sell a sheath for $9.88 and give them the knife to go with it, I believe somebody's done real good.
I like that sugar bone color on the handle itself with that jigging. It really looks good.
That one. That's just a nice chip away.
Folks, we'll sell hundreds of these.
Well
be one of them to own one. And they do well. Just write this number down.
And that's your money.
And as you place an order, just add one to your order, and you'll be very happy with it.
That's your money. The leather sheath for $9.88. Heck, that was what? right at $40 retail on that chip away. Beautiful, good looking bone handle. You know, there's no reason to carry an ugly knife anymore. Not when you
No,
shop
there's some
with it.
beautiful knives out
Look
there.
at this has been a barn burner. What, 10-inch frame on that original design of an Italian stiletto, and it's done chip away style. Frost, I have never had the pleasure of selling a sheath with a knife that folds that's larger than a lot of our fixed blade sheaths.
That's one of the largest ones I've ever seen.
That is a
that sheath like that. That's a great piece. And you know, they came in and they sit in the warehouse for a while
Yeah, they
before
did.
we realized we had them. And good gosh, I ordered those over 2 years ago. But folks, this is a great item. Be sure and get one of them. We will sell out of this, and it'll be
goodness.
gone. It'll probably take me another 2 years.
Look at the
You know, to get 'em
size of
back
that
in.
stiletto, folks.
That is one heck of a knife.
Beautiful wood.
All you collectors out there that
Nice
like
chip
stilettos, and I know they're popular,
Jeez.
this would be a centerpiece.
Leather belt sheath goes along with that at only $29.95. And the Frost, you bought them 2 years ago, but it's not going to take a week? No, about a week. 10 days and they're going to be gone. So that's basically in the same category as that 175th anniversary trapper with a pocket watch. There's not much inventory remaining on Paul Bunyan. 103034. Those of you that are just joining us, we've got a Stockman and Redbone that we give away $30 or more, one per invoice. This is Uncle Lucky now, but you just used the Lucky shield on the front, but you got Steel Warrior on the back.
I do.
And
yes. Same factory made that.
Cameron keeps telling me, because I've asked him about this handle material, and he says, well, it's sour apple because of Jim Frost. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, green's one of my favorite
Oh,
colors.
I
It's
know.
not my favorite color.
Man, where's green
And good
underwear?
gosh, we waited on these Uncle Luckies for so long. It's unbelievable. And Uncle Lucky, the story behind it, and that's the nickname I've got, folks.
Yeah, Fisher.
Yeah, that was,
He's lucky.
Yeah, that was coined to me by Chase and Tyler Pipes, who's Kevin Pipes' sons, years and years ago. They called me
Steel
Uncle Lucky.
Warrior?
And
Uncle
I've
Lucky.
kept that and actually made this brand of knives out of it.
And those are the only 6 patterns.
Yeah, that's the 6 patterns.
That is the complete collection.
Yeah. Once a year, we'll try to order something in Uncle Lucky, and it'll come in, and it'll sell out.
So Steel Warrior one
As a matter
side.
of fact, I want a set of these for sure.
Well, they
You know,
look good. I actually like, and a lot of people
That's
like that.
got a lot of depth to it. The color, it's iridescent.
Yeah, like that handle.
Yeah.
I mean, sour apples.
It is smooth bone though, folks.
Sour apples, good. You know, just really, really good looking.
They should have
stuff.
called that candy apple.
Candy. Yeah, if it would have been red, we would have.
Well, you had candy apple green.
A green candy apple. You know
Sure,
what?
and
I
you
like.
ever had a green apple?
I used to like. Oh yes, I actually like them better.
They're good.
You know, I like sour apples. I don't really care for. Have you ever had a crab apple? We'll get back to
Not
the
eating one. I've seen them.
Bullet lock blades. These are Black Hill steel, aren't these, executive? Look at this buffalo horn. I can't help but to pick them up, Jim. I want to show that. Look at this sword. No, but no. If it's a natural handle material, it's going to be different. You know, buffalo horn, some has swirl, some's black, some has lots and lots of white in it. But that's that swirl. That Rockwell tested on this Black Hill steel. That is just, pardon my fingerprints, a nice, sleek lock blade. It's only $9.35. The second cut torch bone, smooth bone. There's ox horn, and then there's also that beautiful, beautiful, rich, almost a Christmas type of red bone. And in Frost, they have a mule and a miner because it's Black Hills, the Dakotas. Black Hills steel. Is that mule and the miner?
Yeah.
This is a really nice sleek. They've done tacticals, they've done fixed blades and pocket knives, but this is for a dress lot blade knife for $9.35. I mean, you look at each and every one of those, you see more than $9.35. Actually, what I see is, on the monitor is $144 retail. That you're paying only $46.75 for. Almost $100 off retail. That's 60877. On the bullet lock back, that's 10. This is saddle horn. Goodness gracious, I hadn't seen them in a while.
Great looking little knife.
The saddle horn roundup, because you know why? I don't think we have a lot of saddle horn patterns that are left. Now, these are Steel Warrior. They get bought quickly. Buffalo, look at the swirl in that one, Jim. It's all different because it's natural. Look at what Mother Nature creates in an abalone.
Yeah, that abalone is beautiful, isn't it?
That is beautiful. $8.97. Look at the jigging on the red bone. And then we have very, very patriotic red, white, and blue bone with the American flag shield. Look at the red bone there, Jim Frost. I like that American flag shield. Those are all bone. That handle goes back to when I was a teenager in the early 20s. That reminds me of the old original second cut.
Yeah.
The 1000 and 1700 series, that's how it was. The Seki City line.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Folks, this picture is beautiful. We got some new equipment, thanks to Mr. Tim, Mr. Chase. They've done a great job, and the camera people are just doing an outstanding job here.
Years ago, decades, that was old Parker Frost Cutlery, a second cut. Frost? I don't think there's any other patterns with that handle that I can think of off the top of my head. I know you didn't do hardly any different frames.
Not in Steel Warrior. There's not a lot of second cut.
That was $44.85. Well, those of you that like 007, this is the official Hen and Rooster 007 fixed blade in a triple G10. That's all knife.
It is. Boy, isn't that thick?
All knife, folks.
Show them the thickness on the back. Look at that blade.
Triple layered G10, which is basically the little brother to Lennon micarta. We don't want to say, and I don't ever like saying indestructible, but I've read and read and read on it. Ross, it's about,
Yeah.
You would really have to put forth a lot of effort. Michael Prater said that he couldn't break it in a vise, or that it finally took a vise to break it. So that's 007. Then we have the 007 BOA sling blade with 18 polished ball bearings. That has the titanium gunmetal. That's super shiny. 3-stage tempering process, matching G10 handle. Everything on it matches up.
And folks, that's a Christmas special that we've got that Terry Duncan and I talked about it.
Wait just a second. We're doing it at $98 now?
$98. It's an unbelievable
Well, I didn't
price.
know that.
Yeah, that's about $40 below.
I wasn't paying attention to the graphics.
That's a really good deal, but we got some help from the manufacturer.
They were $133.
Yeah, we got some help from the manufacturer. And
Well, thank you.
Hey, let's have a blowout deal. I'm going to be surprised if this doesn't sell out.
Well, I'm glad I know. I saw it for the first time just like our customers did. $49 a piece, folks. Well, yes, we're going to, Ross, we're going to see to it that one sells out on Santa's special. 103-543 at $98. 103-165, an item that I wish everyone could hold it. And all you have to do is buy one, then you actually can. There's a tremendous amount of material in this Valley Forge. That is below ground wood of the olive tree, which you can't harvest. It has to expire. Above ground, it doesn't have quite as many, it's called rootwood. Above ground doesn't have as much of it. It's a little bit blonder. Look at all of the work that went into this. Buffalo horn, olive wood, custom Damascus, leather sheath. You can put initials, you can personalize it if you wish, or a name, or if you want to. It's got a lot of weight. You're going to necessarily 100% needs that sheath to go with it if you're going to be carrying it. That is a lot of knife, folks. $78.50. That's all that's going to run you on that Valley Forge 103-165. Our flamethrowers 103-280. You like throwing knives, which is something that has really started gaining in popularity. I can get hop in a vehicle with Frost and go and drive for about 15 minutes, and we can go to an establishment where we can throw knives and hatchets if we want to.
Yes, we can. That's becoming very popular, and this is a neat little set of knives. I bought it actually. I got a closeout on this, about 600 sets, and we're down to less than half of these. And folks, you need to take advantage of it while you got them. They're about 7 inches, 6 knives, 7 inches long. Great little throwing knives for $9.88.
All it's going to 3-piece set. That way you don't have to get walking back and forth. I would recommend, if you got buddies and you're thinking about doing it with friends, buy at least 2 sets. You might want to buy more depending on how many friends you have. That way you don't have to share, Jim.
Yeah.
You know, like the last time you shared the fishing lure with me, you remember? No, because you never have. If you got that old fishing lure, you didn't share it with me,
No.
did you? Here is Barlow's Best. That's going to be done in Oxhorn. Barlow's are coming. There's just not a great deal of Barlow's left in any of the brands. That is going to be a Coy River on the Barlow. And let me get the white.
Very popular brand because of the Olympics that was near here. And of course, Barlow's are screaming right now.
Look at that.
And it's just been very, very popular. So for $12.50, folks, just write this number down and add it to an order, and be sure and get up to $30 where you can get that free 3-blade Sunday go to meeting pocket knife.
A nice little red bone German stainless steel pocket knife that we're giving away at $30 or more, and that's 1 per invoice. This actually is a Coraline that came about for those of you that joined the club. With the Painted Pony club knife on the Hen and Rooster Trappers, there was a toothpick that was manufactured with each one of the new Coraline handles to be able to offer, $22.75. Frost, that's just looking good. That's called
yeah, that's
Purple
beautiful.
Haze. This has pearl dust in it.
Yeah, Michael Prater and his group, Painted Pony Group, they do an awesome job.
Look at that.
And $22.75 on this. And folks,
Comes in a little,
that's a handmade handle on that particular knife.
Comes in a little tube on it at that $22.75 price tag. That has been a very, very highly purchased Coraline handle. People are liking the old Purple Haze. 103-125 at $22.75. This is G10 carbon fiber, and then you're also, and that's like an earth tone, a G10. This is not assisted. It's 440, right?
Yeah.
440. I'm gonna pick this one up here in just a second. I like fooling with these because once again, not assisted opening. And Mr. Jim priced the Mamba at only $42.50 at $115 retail.
Folks, that's absolutely the best and finest looking tactical knife that we've ever come out with Hen and Rooster.
You did
I absolutely love that knife.
it's a brush finish on it also.
Yeah, it's got
that two-tone?
different finishes, a CNC cut on the blade, 440 stainless steel on that blade. It's razor sharp, so be careful with it.
Nice gift item.
Really nice packaging on it.
$42.50, and that looks really, really, really good. Like I said, $115 knife for $42.50, folks. 103720. And Trophy Stag, finally, not many. That's what, 5 patterns I think came in with Stag on them.
Yeah.
And Stag is, if you've not heard, and he's explained it many, 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 many times over, Stag's just tough. You know, it's difficult to handle material. You know, cull Stag, Jim, people don't want, you don't want it's all cracked. You look at this 5-star grade Stag, well, this is a lot more difficult to buy now, isn't it?
It really is, and we had to buy 5,000 kilos of a Stag in order to even get the Stag. But we did. We bought it months and months ago. We're now getting production out of it. And for $32.50, folks, this, I believe, trust me, this is one heck of a deal.
Let's show how
It's
thick.
very, very
Look how thick
discounted. But again, it's Christmas time, and we're trying to make sure everyone has an opportunity to get as many gifts as they
That's
need
got weight
and
to it.
or items for resale or
You know,
collect their own.
and Jim,
look at the leather sheath on that. It's beautiful.
for
Drop dead gorgeous.
$32.50,
Yeah.
yes. And Jim,
$32.50. That should have been about $49.75, something like that. That's a nice piece.
All you bought the stag in bulk.
That's about a 12-inch knife.
It's a winner at $32.50. Well, we're down less than 200 of them left. But in that stag, you buy it in bulk. Not all of it's good. You have to go through it.
You got it. You got to pick.
There's going to be pieces that you can't use on it and everything. I wonder how much that adds up to in weight. Merry Christmas, everyone. I remember this knife back when I started at Cutlery World in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I was 18 years old, Jim. I remember this, 18 years old at Cutlery World. So now I don't remember whether it's Santa Claus on it or not, but we used to sell the old office pen knives. I guess you sold a bunch of them to Dan Wright of Cutlery World. Look at St. Nick on that one. Look at old Santa Claus.
Folks, we sell thousands of these at Christmas time. If they're a little stocking stuffer, this is great. This is great. Look at that. And I love that Santa Claus. I should have bought much more of them.
Yeah. Santa Claus doesn't come with it now.
No, it's just the knives. And what, $42 for 12 stocking stuffers.
$3.50 a piece.
And trust me, the knives are sharp.
Yes,
the printing is beautiful.
Well, you've built them as long as I can remember, as long as I've been selling knives. You know, in your old building, Jerry and all those people, that was one of the most used knives in your company of any pattern that I could remember. You used to not have to worry. If you needed a knife to open something up in this facility, this building, you'll find one of those lanes somewhere because that was the go-to knife.
It was.
And now they look real good because they done Christmas style. This is going to be Little Peanut Christmas time. Steel Warriors. That is a lot of different handles, Jim Frost. $76.75. That is going to be the leopard skin. That's not real leopard skin, but Frost, that looks like it's fur.
It does, doesn't it?
Under the acrylic.
And that's exactly what they've done. That's a resin on top of a fur print underneath that. It looks really, really neat. And look at that. You got ox horn and smooth bone and buffalo horn?
We have one that's ox horn and ram horn on one handle. Green bone, red bone. Do we have a? That is I call that pearloid.
Oh man!
And then with the turquoise, that is a full slab of ox. But there's one that's ram horn and ox horn. And then we just got some really, really nice bones, especially the Caribbean blue bone. Oh, and by the way, there's also an abalone that we're doing in this collection. That beautiful abalone that has acrylic protective coat. We have got some butter rum finishes to a bone handle, multiple different jigging processes that take place on the bone. The stickers that you see on the blade, those of you that are new to the show, that's showing where a Rockwell test took place. The easiest way for me to describe the Rockwell test, I used to use the tip of a diamond and they pierced the steel on it and it would gauge the hardness. If it wasn't tempered to 56, 57, or 58 on these, then it wasn't used. I guess it kind of go back to the melting pot. So that's what those stickers are. They'll show you where that Rockwell test was. But all 10 of those peanuts, which, you know, we've not had a lot of peanuts or Little Texas toothpicks in the year 2019, because they all got bought up last Christmas, Jim. So that was $76.75 on those Steel Warriors. This is a Seeker bolt action crossbow at 80 pounds. This is not a toy. What really is unique about this item is the cocking mechanism. And that's a pistol grip. And it's going to come with 3 bolts. It's only $62.50, but you do not pull it back. You don't pull the string back. It actually breaks open like a shotgun or like a single-shot shotgun. There's the box that it comes in. These have been selling like hotcakes. And the other one is what I really need to show how it's going to break open. We got about 30 seconds left. You depress, and that cocks it. I'm not going to cock it because they already dry fired one of them. What happened to the boat there, Gage? The one that got not dry fired. It got cocked and had to be shot. Well, no, it didn't work out good. 6250, 80 pounds. 103641. It is pretty neat as well. So be very careful with it that your windage and your elevation going with it. And then you've got the safety also, which it definitely needs a safety. Have fun with them. I know lots of people are enjoying both. It's 103641 at only $62.50. Well, those little Christmas stockings, that's a good one, Jim.
Folks, I want to remind you to get one of these veterans knives. Again, they're $15 a piece, 15-inch knife, and you get $10 out of every 15 goes to veterans. 2 programs that we support, and all the people that work on these programs that work free. So we're putting all the money into the veterans and helping them out. So please grab a few of these. What's the CC?
103661. So
103661. Proud to be a veteran. $15.
That's a
nice
nice item. And thanks to all of you that have already made the purchase on that. And that's another one that they're receiving it and they're calling back and buying more. You know, Miss Kathy's been a good one. I don't know exactly how long Miss Kathy's been here. But she's been here a really, really, really long time. And she's kind of the hen and rooster queen, folks. She's picked out cherry picks. It's probably going to have something to do with a red bone handle. For $20, she's picked out a hen and rooster pocket knife. And you're going to receive one of the stockings, just one knife and one stocking for $20. She is a sweetheart, and she works in that hen and rooster cage 5 days a week. She's part-time now because she's semi-retired. Yeah. But 5 days a week, and it's many, many, many years now. She's always done a stocking item. So it's 103760, $20, folks, and that will be a hen and rooster pocket knife, compliments of Miss Kathy. $113.99. The one knife that Case made one time this year for Halloween, and we still have some of these left. However, they are starting to move rapidly now. I know Halloween is over. That's not really what all of this is about. It's about the collectability from a company that manufactures a pattern of a knife only one time a year and they do not duplicate it. And it's got the old jack-o'-lantern teeth on the blade. It's serrated. Tony Bowes did the design work, and there's your jack-o'-lantern at $113.99, and that's the 10 that's going to come with it as well on 103563. So we will never receive another one of those. They will not manufacture another one of those like what you just saw. And that's why people are collecting them because of what's more than likely is already happening and what's going to transpire with the value down the road on some heavy Halloween. This leopard, that is not real leopard fur. By gosh, it looks like it, but it is not. It's done on a Choctaw pattern. It's only $16.88. Steel Warrior Choctaw show the other side because it's all different. It looks like leopard fur. But Choctaws are, without any question, our number one most purchased lot blade by far. It went for years and didn't have that Choctaw frame available. And then finally, it made its way back into stock. So 103,656 at $16.88. And you can own something extremely different out of the ordinary. Another one of the handle materials to the likes I've really never sewed anything like it until the Steel Warriors. I've always loved these Baron bulls. That's oxhorn, reconstituted turquoise, mother of pearl. Let's look at the custom work on that.
Look at the bolsters, nuggeted bolsters on that. Folks, we've brought this in and sold out of it half a dozen times.
Oh,
we
yes.
got another shipment back in, and it's been very popular with you. You've loved it, and you just bought it. So we said we got to have it back in, and finally got them back in. We got a few of these for $26, I believe it is. That's a full-size 4 1/4 inch trapper, nickel silver boasters,
Look at all that.
stainless steel blades, brass liners, and like I say, it's got genuine saltwater mother of pearl in between that red reconstituted turquoise.
It's nice, and it's one that's not all. As a matter of fact, for a long time, it was only available on our spinning wheel.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could receive one of those. 45360. This is Tree Ring Mammoth on a tuxedo pattern from Santa Fe. Santa Fe Stoneworks. Jim started doing a whole heck of a lot of work with. Now you'll have silverwood on the reverse side, and then you also have some mother of pearl and jet. Look at what the elements do to that mammoth tree ring. It's over 10,000 years.
That's cross-sliced tusk on that. It gives it that look, and that is what they call stabilized a mammoth, and they put it under 10,000 pounds of pressure to make sure it'll always be there for you.
Yeah, over 10,000 years. Well, at least 10,000.
At least 10 to 25,000 years old.
For us, there are only 9 left.
There's only 9 of these. We won't have any more for Christmas. This is it.
That is a very unique pattern that you just saw, that tree ring. 45360. Now, a large frame, well, it's going to be a large pocket knife.
It is going to be a large pocket knife, folks, and it's going to be bone handles. It's going to be at least right at a 4-inch knife, and I think something you'll really enjoy. It's below wholesale, but we like to do these mystery box. You like them, we like them, and it gives you an opportunity to be surprised when you open up your package and get your knife. So please grab a few of these. You'll absolutely enjoy them. Buck Creek, the name's been around for years and years and years, and I used to sell those out of my lunch bucket.
A long time ago, Frost.
Time ago.
I don't think that we have a Buck Creek pocket knife of any size at all for $29.88, except that one. And he put it in the name. It's a large frame at $29.88. Pick up on one of the representatives have a special or a Jim's pick. Add anything to it, you get over $30. And heck, you're going to get a red bone pocket knife to go along with it. That one's not going to cost you one single penny. It's going to be free. Our Stacked Pro Duo, that is going to be, the top one was Black Beauty. Yeah, that's Voss Cutlery. It's a Black Beauty. We also have a 3-piece set. It's $14.40. Now, Voss is no longer around. It's another name that existed that you purchased.
Yes.
They went out in 1975. Voss did. I've always liked this knife.
I like the Voss because, Henry Rooster used to make Voss.
Yes, yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
And I've had knives that had Henry Rooster and Voss on them.
And at one time they were like, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those.
Yeah.
Straight razors. They made all kinds of different knives, tools. Voss Cutlery did. 75 years strong. So, being that 1975 it went out, people really collected them and bought those up. But you have both of them, that Stack Pro, that large handled stack wood, fixed blade down below. It's just a good knife. These have been produced for a long time. You just don't see them that often anymore. That was $28.80. All right, we have a Christmas stocking, and you are actually going to be receiving a Christmas stocking. And it is going to have all kinds of knives in it for only $39.95. So what all do we see? I see a cherry red bone trapper. I see a buffalo horn stopman. That is a fixed blade with a Kydex style sheath. It's called a bolo. You can wear it around your neck and you just draw the knife down. That is going to be one of our good old St. Nick Santa knives. that'll be included. That is a Sharps Cutlery fixed blade. These are the ones you're going to get in the stocking. What you see is what you receive. There's your Sharps fixed blade at $39.95. There is a green Delrin. That's a Black Hill steel fixed blade. This has got a lot of fixed blades in it. I see a Hen and Rooster paring knife. Look at that beautiful Sharps. The inlay in the wood. I see a Storm Chaser, but that is the assisted opening Storm Chaser. It looks like on that one. I see the one that we called the Wave. Yeah, that is assisted opening. The Wave jackknife, and another pattern that, goodness gracious, I don't remember the last time we had the buckshot. We've hardly had them at all available. They've been buying them up on those special infomercial deals that we do. That's that big old buckshot lock blade. There's that Hen and Rooster paring knife. All in the stocking at only $39.95. That's $103,635 at that $39.95 price tag on it. Here's our Santa Claus there, Gage. I'm going to put Saint Nick. I'm going to put, yeah. It's looking good, isn't it? Buoys are back in town. And this is the way to do them. $148. There are going to be 15. Well, I look at it as like 13 buoys, actually. 13 buoy knives, because the two that are on the top, I mean, I guess you could call them buoy. But they're either short swords or very, very large buoy machetes, because they're looking along more line of a buoy than a machete. 25 inches in length. So those are going to have shoulder harness sheaths, the large ones, with the lanyards. And then we have pitch black series, and then a lot of new patterns. That one's pretty awesome right there. That is one awesome frame. And then we've got one that's going to be done in OD green. Actually, I like that handle, and there are two different designs on it. Or are those the same? I think they're a little bit different.
I'll tell you, all you traders, this is a set for you. It's a great deal, great product. It looks and feels great.
Well, we'll make it available
Razor sharp.
on FlexPay.
FlexPay?
Yeah, $74 in the freight. And then we'll ship the knives to you, and $74 about 28, 30, or about 30 days later on the buoys are back in town. On one, I mean, those of you that need fixed blade knives, now in Frost, these aren't eye candy. These are knives that are made for you, built and made for people to use.
Yeah, they're everyday use.
Yes, and this really, I remember when the pitch blacks, what I've always called them, came about years and years ago. This started a whole new category really for us of fixed blade knives for working, survival, hunting, camping, just any use like that. Well, one thing that you'll know about, note about a lot of the ones that are black with the tooling in the handle, I called it a comfort grip. Let me pick one of them. I'll pick this large one up. This one's got like a saber guard on it. The handle, if you've used any of the ceramic, black-handled ceramic kitchen knives, the Hen and Roosters, and there's been other brands, it's like a comfort grip. It's very comfortable to hold on to. And you use a knife a lot, well, it's not gonna wear your hands out. That was, what, 103662 at $148. Oh, look at what we've got going on right here. Valley Forge. Look at this beautiful knife.
Oh, yeah, that's Damascus. That's over 200 layers of Damascus steel. And Todd, that's sort of a takeoff on a Fairborn Sykes, which sells for about 3 or 4 times that.
Look at all of that.
That's a beautiful knife. We had it in once before and sold out of it, and we sold it so quick, we said we got to have this back. And it's a very well-made, very sturdy knife. Great, great, great quality sheath that goes with this.
Probably.
$48.75. Believe it or not, it's a better price than we had last time whenever we sold out of it.
Look at that Damascus. Look how thick that is, Jim. Look at the backbone in that knife. That's single edge.
Yeah,
All right, so it's not a double-edged dagger. It's single edge.
That's about a 12-inch knife, too.
And look at that leather sheath that's going to come along with that. And it's going to be carbon. There is not any stainless in that Valley Forge. It's nice, it's sleek. The fact is, you don't see a lot of Damascus steel knives that are being built in like that particular pattern. And welcome back into Cutlery Corner. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Todd Boone. Jim Frost here with me in the studio. Write these item numbers down because a lot of the inventory that you're about to see is going to be very, very, very low short run quantity, like the one that you're looking at right now. And what I mean by short, low run quantity, well, we only have the one that you're looking at. That what you see is what you'll receive, and it is from 2017. It is the Sonora Trapper with mother of pearl. Look at that beautiful exotic Kingsman turquoise. Look at that. Santa Fe does a lot of these for case. They only made 500. All right, so you have the EX stamp on it as well. Turn it to the reverse side. There's one color because this is the only one that we have. And Case will never make this knife again. They've not made it since 2017. It looks like some gold lip. Yeah, the smaller channel inlays gold lip mother of pearl. 500, and they stress worldwide. That's worldwide. Because they sell a lot of them, they ship a lot of them out of the country. Only 500 ever exist. And once we sell that one, like I said, we won't ever have another one. $258, 1034009. 103630. This is the only one. It is the Chief Joseph at $600. That is mammoth tusk.
That is mammoth. And Todd, you notice on the top of that, it's got a little, that's part of the tusk itself. That dark spot above the Indian.
Yeah.
That is actually a characteristic of tusk. You know, have that throughout it.
You mean after 10,000 years, that's all that happened?
That's all that happened, yeah.
10,000, well, at least 10,000 years.
And that's on the reverse side also.
Yeah, I'm going to show it's a Winchester. There's no more that I'm aware of being made. Are you aware of any more being made, Jim?
We don't have the
Chevron and
right
Jet.
now.
Look at that. The tusk.
I love that knife, though.
Look at that, beautiful. Well, there were 4 that Michael actually made. That's what ended up being built because he wanted to use the ivory, the mammoth ivory, and he had it to build 4 of this and 4 of the clasp, and that ended up what was done. But that is the only one that is left. First caller at $600 owns it. It's 103630. That is a large 1995 Winchester. The Winchester's 25 years old, folks. This will be very, very low inventory. $63.99. That is a single blade. It's going back to the vault. If I probably already has, it looks like on that. 1 year. They brought the Barlow out. 1 year, now it's gone at $63.99. That is a spear point blade Barlow. That's a bomb shield on it and a spear point. So grab that one up while we have them on 103531. Case Barlows, well, they're pretty much done. 30 years ago, that's about when we started.
Yeah, these actually, Bob Cargill, a good friend of mine, had designed this side lock, folks. It works by depressing the front bolster, and it releases the lock on that blade. It actually came out of Japan.
Yes, the side lock.
Side lock, Bob Cargill side lock. And actually made those 30 years ago. And we just found
City.
Yeah, found some in the warehouse. And very, very old, very rare, and very unusual. We're not using that side lock now, and I should. But folks, be sure and grab you one of these. We've really only got a few left.
Well, we've had them for 30 years.
Yeah.
Somebody has. I think I know who has.
Yeah.
30 years. And you know what? Even the box, it's all been kept in pristine mint condition. The original packaging, everything comes with that at $30. And 30 years ago, I think they retailed at like $39.95. Well, this is Devil Canyon Core Line. Earlier on one of the segments, we had the Purple Haze. This is another one of the core lines that were done after a club knife. That's how it was done. And they just do them on the toothpick, the Steel Warrior toothpick. So there were 12 club knives. I think there's still some that we haven't seen yet. We're about at the end of the road on them. 12 new Coraline handles, and then the matching Steel Warrior toothpick. That was the only pattern that was made with those Coralines. Well, we got to, oh, this is the malachite.
Yeah, it's the malachite in that series. Again, that's another item that, with that ox horn on there, it's beautiful work back springs. That's another item that we've had in two or three times.
Excuse me, that's turquoise.
Yeah, we sold out of it. That's yeah, reconstituted turquoise, genuine saltwater mother of pearl, 4 1/4 inch nuggeted bolsters, brass liners, 440 stainless steel blades for a very small price of $26, Todd Boone.
That's $10.75. Well, I think they were $34.75.
Yeah.
All right, so you're $8.75 less than what we sold out of them for the last time, and we really didn't sell out of the last run of them. Was a few that we put on our wheel, we gave them away, and they actually have been off the wheel for quite a while, quite a long time. Zebra wood, Barlow, Spear Point, retired, discontinued handle. It is no longer being done. It was another one of the special factory short runs that took place on a zebra wood handle. Wonder where they come up with zebra wood, Jim?
I don't know.
That's an impregnate. It's a dye, pressure dye that makes it green. Spear Point. When this knife is sold, well, we have 4 of them. When we sell the last one, and that's it. There are not going to be any more. Sorry about that. Well, there won't be any more, maybe never in zebra wood. There will not be any more Barlows from Case in any handle at all until they decide, whatever day it is, whatever year it is, to bring it back. I think they wait 5 years. 130 years. Frost, and you picked this out for, we're going to have the white the white smooth bone trapper, and we're going to show all of them.
Yeah, that is from W.R. Case and Sons, and of course this will be a limited run. We don't have a final count on it yet, but we're this is a smooth bone handle, 4 1/4 inch closed W.R. Case and Sons trapper, fully authorized by W.R. Case and Sons, and it's the 130th anniversary, and that is
the two.
Roman numeral, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yes, the CX and then the XX. I call that a straight tail C in the middle where it says Case, but you have CX and then XX, that is 130. 5 years ago, it was the CXXV. So it's Roman numeral dated. Comes in that awesome tube, beautiful collectible at only $79.95. And you know what, Frost? The one thing that I was that caught me off guard: how popular the tubes are.
Oh, the tubes, yeah, that's a great idea of Miss Tammy. Jim's Jingle Bell Rock, folks. This is a sort of a mystery. I actually select these out of the warehouse, and it could be a little bit of anything. It's usually a full 3 1/2 inch to 4 1/4 inch knife that we have in this mystery, but it's great stocking stuffers. They'll be a really good quality knife. We sold hundreds of these already, and expect to sell thousands before Christmas gets here for us. But be sure and pick you up a couple of these for gifts. They're a neat item, and like I say, I couldn't tell you as I stand here what it's going to be, but it's going to be a nice knife.
Well, people are liking it because they're reordering them.
It's got my name
you know,
on it.
But Jim, you know what I truly think? I think they just like that box.
Yeah.
I think they like the box with you.
Well, the
on
box
it.
does that, and I can play. I can play a guitar.
I know you can.
Hey, folks, be sure and go to www.cutlerycorner.net and check out our one-of-a-kind, discontinued items, things you'll never see on the show. And while you're at it, grab one of these.
The old Sling Blade. Now, this is the new ventilator, and
Yeah.
it is vented in the handle. But I got to get over where I can grab this one.
Why don't you show that, because that's got a titanium coating on
Yeah, see,
on it, and
we were stereo there.
It's got titanium gold plating on the pins on that. Isn't that great? It's a great looking knife.
Tension setting adjustment.
Yeah. The Sling Blade, 18 ball bearings in that, folks. And this has been doing very well.
HCR.
And, it's one of the nicest sling blades that we've had so far.
That is
just a beautiful, the smooth as silk, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not assisted opening.
If you want a high quality tactical knife, then this is something you should really consider.
You'll just feel the weight in that knife, folks.
The looks and the feel, the use, general use, everyday carry, that's a great item. So please,
HCR, yeah.
if you're wanting a good quality knife,
Look how fast that is, Frost.
yeah, oh, it's great. The ball bearings, of course, I make them
Nice
polish
package.
those things out, and
Nice
nice
little
packaging on the box, and great item.
103,684 on the ventilator Sling Blade. Now, this is the identical pattern of the white, and this is also white smooth bone, but it's not white, because you can see that basically they do the process. And what term do you use for the process of the? It's a wash. It's like it's a washing of the handle, and there it's a CX and then XX and then case with the straight tail C in the middle. It's just darker.
They won't tell me how they do that. They say it's job security.
Yeah, it's just like a little wash. It probably is. Look at that. See, there's a smooth bone. The first one that you saw is also smooth bone. It was on the reverse side as well. I kind of like a little gunmetal look, you know. Plus, the way that the engraving stands out. Also coming in the tube, and it looks like we've got about identical quantity on each one. This one and the previous one. There are about 40 of them. It's $79.95, 103-170. Now, Frost, when it's $30 or more, one per on the invoice, it doesn't matter what the brand is.
No.
That's going to be irrelevant. So every item that you've seen so far except Jim's Jingle Bell Rock automatically qualifies for one of these awesome giveaways. But Jingle Bell Rock's going to qualify if you just go ahead and buy 3 of the Jingle Bell Rock. 30-day money-back satisfaction, any and every single item that we make. But one thing that I always know for sure, I know he's going to pick out good stuff for people because that's what he does. And I know when we sell an item and then the customers start reordering it, they repeat on the item, then they're really, really liking what they've received, and that's what's going on with Jingle Bell. Look at that 130th anniversary on that. Let me do a little white thing here, Jones, if I can. Joseph's probably a lot better at that than I am. Look at, all right, there, look, those are decades and decades of stampings on the Spay blade. Now, this is not in the tube. It's going to come with a hard shell commemorative display box, anniversary box, and that's on the front side of it. It's $79.95, and that is a beautiful crimson red bone, isn't it there, Jones? Jones likes that crimson red bone, folks. $79.95, 103-167. Coy River. This is a nice pack. They're not going to be individually sheathed, except this one with the Rockwell test. That was called, you originally called that the Snook, I believe.
I did?
Yeah, the old Snook by Coy River, Palm Skinner on it's a lot larger. The other 5 knives, they're not individually sheathed. They're just a gamesman pack. Whether it's for trout, for bird, waterfowl, for deer, you have multiple different type of blade preparation designs or just general purpose work. They're all going to come in this, which is going to be a hook and loop. No, it's a snap on that. But they all 5 of the Coy River knives have their own knife pack compartment. So you have all 5 of them at your at arm's reach all the time. It breaks down to $4.58 per knife. So that at $27.50 is a really, really good, excellent value. And a Coey River is just has turned into, and has been for quite some time. Coey River's been a good one for us, folks. They make good stuff. People like them, and you know what? I like them also. So it's 102-535 on that one. This is our Trapper Workshop. Oh, look at what we've got going on here. E.C. Simmons Trapper Workshop style. All the E.C. Simmons are going to be the 2nd generation Shield except one. And that is the 1st generation. That was the original Shield when we brought the name line back. That is the fleur-de-lis. This is the 2nd generation where you have a gentleman, a person, forging a blade on an anvil. And E.C. Simmons, it was a hardware company.
We're very fortunate to own that brand.
Look at that
and
name.
they're great knives, great name. E.C. Simmons. I remember when I started out selling knives, I used to trade for that.
That might be a crow and rooster or two we've got in there also in the old Trapper Workshop. Yeah, E.C. Simmons, you know, I wish we could find some of their double-barreled Damascus steel shotguns that they made about 70 or 80 years ago or whenever it was. Goodness gracious. Out of St. Louis, Missouri, Trapper Lovers. Not only is it a good brand, the E.C. Simmons and the Crow and Rooster, but Jim, that looks good. Yeah, the Bayou Blue, the Whiskey River, that is a hot handle. Of course, buffalo horn and ox horn are always going to be quite popular. And then there's California Gold. $48.75. All you want's Trappers. All you want is that item. Well, you're going to have the that nice little red bone 3-blade Stockman is going to be placed in your order, and it's not going to cost you 1 single penny. And that's a limited time on that Stockman because you only have X amount that you can give away on our red bone. Now, Frost, for $60, they're going to get something that's going to be a Michael Prater, and it's going to be probably a hen and rooster or whatever you pick on these also.
It could be hen and rooster, it could be case, it could be a little bit of anything. But folks, this is a mystery by Michael, and Michael's participating in this. And he's going to help us out as far as reducing the price on it so we can make this work. But for $60, we got a few more items, not many left, but we have a few more items that we have maybe one of that it's hard to put just one item up on the screen. So we thought we'd do it like this with a mystery box, and it'll take advantage of it. It's a great deal.
The 4-blade in Wild Horse Jasper might just be 1 or 2 because I haven't seen that knife in a long time. Right. Well, what happens is you get an accumulation of knives on your desk and in your room there.
I do.
And they don't go anywhere unless we do something like this or we show them. And, you know, showing them one at a time takes a lot of
It does. And there's a lot of them, too, that are samples that we don't necessarily make more than one of. It's just a variety. We've always done really well with this product like this, and everybody seems to be happy. So we're going to sell a few more here at Christmas time, and folks, take advantage of it.
Try one out. Again, 30-day money-back guarantee, but Frost, they get one, they order one, and that's all they want. Well, you're going to give them another knife for buying it. Because we got a nice red bone giveaway that's going on. I like that old Christmas red. This item, and then we have one that is the chef knife, also is done extremely well. And this is about, if I'm, correct me, Frost, because I've never gotten it straight. Isn't this around 47 layers, 48 layers of Damascus?
It is. Yeah, it is. And it's really sold well. And folks have responded to it really good. It's a beautiful knife. But it's Damascus steel, and this is the first one we had. We've got a chef's knife somewhere. But folks, these are high-end, high-quality knives.
That's G10.
Yeah, you'd expect to pay $100 for that, but we got it for $37.50.
And it's single forged Damascus steel. Everything is one piece of Damascus. The handle and the pins are what is attached. Everything else that you see that is steel is the Damascus steel. But they polished that one down, and it's It just has an extremely nice weight and balance and feel to it. You'll want one for yourself if you're buying one for a gift. Excuse me, I get all choked up there, Jim Frost. All right, this is going to that poor old hackberry tree that came down. I don't know that I've ever seen a hackberry tree that I can think of. Look at the wood on this. Where does the grain start and where does the grain end? I don't know. It's somewhere. It's all over the place, and that's what makes it desirable. It's really like an exotic look to it, spalted. So it's the beginning stages of decomposition. So you didn't cut the hackberry tree down.
No, we didn't. And you know, they're unusual because no two are alike on that.
No, gosh, no. Look at that,
beautiful.
Jim.
Nice. When I first saw that, I got with Michael Prater who put this together, and I said, Mike, if you can do this, I said, I think our friends would really like that out there. And so he done it, and it looks great.
Well, they have. Back in. Thank you so very much. Had a momentary lapse of reason. Chip away clearance, $13.98. That is one nice looking fixed blade knife. That's brand new, back in stock, finally. Now they did change the guard on it, and I'm kind of liking it. So I'm seeing this one for the first time like you as well. Rich wine wood, that will be bone that is hand carved. Then you've got the above ground olive wood from the olive tree from Spain, more hand carving and wine wood with a leather sheath. And all of this beauty from Chipaway is only $13.98. That is a nice looking knife. You have $10, easily $10 in the sheath. Less than $14, folks. Grab those up. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that look good? That's why Chipaway is such a high caliber, popular name brand with us. Well, we got the old spider monkey going on from Southern Grind. Zach Brown, let's get the old spider monkey in the Tanto blade. This one we've not seen a great deal of. This is going to be an S35VN. Stainless steel. That's the stainless steel, the new stainless steel that's basically at the top of the pyramid. That's a G10 handle. I'm going to move that blade all the way so I don't get myself on that chip away. S35VN, it's very, very, very expensive, folks, but it is incredibly high caliber. It's tops. A lot of people consider it the best steel that there is. There are only 3 spider monkeys from Southern Grind. Again, the country music star Zach Brown, who is also a bladesmith, has that company. That is a very, very well made, hand crafted. I don't know. I probably saw about 8 to 10 craftsmen that build all the Southern Grind knives. $274.95. That will be the last 3 for 2019 also. This is going to be the Jackal. It's done with a gunmetal gray finish. That is going to be the Earth G10 handle. This steel is going to be 8670. It's steel that they use from a run of sawmill blades that they purchased. The steel came out of Germany. It's 8670M. But it's when you have a circular saw, industrial saw, that goes through the life until they retire it, it's a steel that has been tempered over and over and over and every day that it's in use. It heats up, it cools down. It heats up, it cools down. This is very heavy. It's carbon. The gunmetal gray, titanium finish is going to help, but it is a carbon steel. This is top of the line stuff. Outdoorsmen, hunters, this is really, really good steel that's being used. And that is a Kydex sheath. And yours will have a card with it as well. It's going to basically tell you who assembled the knife. and who inspected the knife. So Cynthia put that knife together for you. $229.95. I believe there were only 8. That's all that we had. This is going to be very, very low. It's a Hen and Rooster Michael Prater. This is dead wood. There is so many processes that this knife goes through before it ever can make it to air, and it's tough. There's always complications that arise. We are only going to have 10 of them actually that are available at $88. They're not doing these anymore. Oh, it's over there. I was getting the wrong. Good gosh, I'm all out of whack from the last one. You know, the last segment. Look at that cowboy. There's the Cowboys. We got Deadwood coming up, by the way, which was what I was talking about. There we go. There are like 12 cowboys. That's the reverse side. Look at those black and white photos that are being used. Hen and Rooster, and there are no more. They're not making that item. I'm going to guess that there were probably somewhere in the vicinity of maybe 60 that were manufactured. It might be 72, something like that. Not very many at all were ever made. The certificate and the hard shell display box come with it, and then both blades are printed, but also the fact that there's no more production that's taking place. Except the people that are in the club, and I think that's all, we've taken care of all of those people. So that was 102102. This is $1,500. It is the only one that we have. It is a handmade Winchester that was done in the Millennium Winchester, so it was done in the year 2000. It was made in Ohio. It's 1095 carbon, pearl and gold lip mother of pearl. Now it's $1,500. Michael Prater's not making another one of these that we'll be able to sell at a $1,500 price tag. He said he cannot do it anymore because of the cost associated with just the pearl. For those of you who are watching and weren't able to get in on one of these, this is really, for me personally, one of the most incredible painted ponies that we have ever offered. Not because the knife was made in 2000, and I'm partial to Winchester, especially the older lever actions, but the significant amount of pearl. How many knife handles could you make with this pearl? You're going to have hundreds and hundreds of dollars just in the mother of pearl. Look at that display knife. Only made in the year 2000, all completely 100% handmade. There's going to have a pouch that comes with it that zips. It's the Millennium year 2000, and then you're going to have the walnut presentation case as well as the certificate of authenticity. There will be not another one after the one that you just saw is sold. So those of you that are looking for something extraordinary, outstanding, there have only been, I think there were only 3 that were ever made, that being the third and that being the final of the Winchester. Now here's Deadwood. There are 10 Deadwood Hen and Roosters available from Mr. Michael Prater. Well, there are several different companies that are involved. You've got we give Michael the trapper. He does the acrylic. He does the, he has to print. He has to send it to a third-party company, and then basically they put the handle on the way that you see it. And then it comes back to Michael Prater. He does the finish work, and then all the printing gets done to the blades. So it's a very long, lengthy, drawn-out process. I don't know if we're going to try to tackle it again in the future or not. We've had the Native Americans, we've had the Civil War, and then we've had the Wild West, and it's just tough. It just takes a long, long time to get these, to get the knives done. But 10 of those are available, 12, I believe it was, of the Cowboys. Both of them are at the same price, only $88, and that's the first time that I've ever sold those individually. There are 3 others, but the 3 other ones that we have very little quantity at all. $158. There are going to be several Arnaud Bernards that we have on the show. Not many, but a few. These came from Jim. He is the representative for the United States of America for Arno Bernard, handmade out of South Africa. That is kudu bone. That is the inner horn bone. That's what they call it. This is a kudu has a horn and bone grows on the inside of the horn. One of the only antelopes that have anything like it. It looks fossilized. It's Bowler N690 stainless. They are 100% complete, entirely handmade. The precision grind work, everything's flush. All the grinding, 100% by hand, no CNC, all handmade. And this knife, the squirrel, which is replacing the gecko and the, what was that other one? The Galago, the squirrel is replacing those smaller frames. There are only two. I cannot believe that's only $158. They're magnificent for a handmade knife. For 2019, they're the knife of the year for me. They will be next year. I have a liking to the Arno Bernard knives like I've not felt in a very, very long time. The craftsmanship, well, well, you have to own one, you'll know what I'm talking about. All you have to do is buy one, then you'll understand completely. Oh, the old chef mate from Hen and Rooster, 103,784. We have it at $28.88. This is going to come in a nice gift box. You have a paring knife. All of these, they have their own covers, blade covers. A paring knife. There is going to be, looks like probably around a 10-inch serrated bread knife. There is a Santuco. There is a large, I meant 10 inches in the overall length, a large chef knife. These are all the covers for each one of the blades. A really, really nice, good Christmas gift. And this is the form on the inside of the gift box that they'll come to you in. A little pad form. That's good too. $28.88, that's a good price. It's an excellent gift item. It's very, very affordable. And that one's blade heavy. It's a high polish on that stainless steel. HCR. Let me double check with my glasses on those. Even if we move, I'll just speak to it of the, while we're showing this, we move over to the Arno Bernard. These glasses, I'm telling you what, folks, they just... 3CR13 MOV stainless steel, same steel that's in the Sharp's Cutlery fixed blades that we sell. Look at this magnificent, I mean, what a specimen of a knife, folks. That's the Rhino. Look at the blade on that. It is the only one that we have. It's $428. It also is the N690. It's a Bowler stainless. It's the kudu bone. It's out of the Giant series. The model is the Rhino because it is a big one. They don't make a lot of large knives. Arno Bernard does not. And that bone was inside the horn of a kudu deer, antelope, in South Africa. Arno Bernard Sr., who started the company and made the knives himself, now is... he's going and he's finding the handle materials, and his 4 sons have taken over the manufacturing, the making of the knives, one at a time, all 4 of them. 4 people, and then there are about 3-4 other people that are involved with finish work and stuff like that with these Arnos. That is one magnificent knife. There will be precious few Arno Bernard knives until next year. What we have in stock, and it is not many. I'm going to have a few patterns, most of them smaller, next week, and that's going to be the extent of it. They get bought whether we're showing them or not. It's been a difficult one to keep up with, to be honest with you folks, because you have 1 or 2 one day and you come the next day and they're gone. It's hard to plan a show airing them because they get purchased so rapidly. This is the old one-shot. I'm liking that old Rhino. This is the brass, all right? We've had the stainless with the copper kind of bullet to it, but this is finally back in stock. It's not a 50 cal BMG spec knife, but that's what I refer to it as because that's what it reminds me of when I see that. False edge, done in the gold. The silver ones have been hot. The gold, without any question, is always going to be a top #1 seller. So it does have the assisted opening mechanism. Buy multiples of them because especially at this time of the year, I mean, you can be in the middle of the summer and you can have 200-300 of them that are gold. I'm going to pick this up here in a second. I'm going to show how it works. 200 or 300 of them that are gold and they're gone. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is. At Christmas, they're purchased in multiples. That's a switchblade on a big old bullet. 605-86, one shot at only $13.95 on that. Oh, look at the molar. Well, we may never see another one of the sailfish models at all. I think this may be one that they quit. It's out of the Predator series. They change up like everybody else. That is mammoth molar. It is the only one that there is. And again, likely to be the very last one that we ever have on television. Somebody out there that wants something magnificent, special, well, you're looking at it. Look at the molar. That's on both sides from the mammoth. So it's at least 10,000 years old. A form-fit leather sheath in that Bowler N690. They call it bovine. I'll show the other side of the handle because this is the only one. So whoever buys it, and if somebody doesn't buy it, I might. Look at that mammoth molar, folks. Look at what the elements of the earth have done to it. And Arno Sr. is rounding up all this handle material. That is a beautiful, and that's really kind of a real different pattern for Arno Bernard, just like the Rhino was. You don't see very many that are quite like what you're seeing now. And most of you, including myself, this may be the last one that you ever see. Unless something happens, he finds us another one here or there or somewhere. I don't look for that. 103746 to the lucky recipient of that magnificent Arno Bernard sailfish. The Natrix G10, $58. These are sold so fast. I don't even think they made the weekend. The last time that we had them, it's going to have the speed safe assisted opening mechanism, as affordable of a Kershaw that's assisted opening as you're ever going to see. Black oxide finish on the stainless steel. Now that's where you can remove, or you can switch the pocket clip over basically. If you want to carry, if you're left-handed, they just give you the capabilities of the to remove it. This is on this side. Pardon all of that, folks. Got a lot of things going on here in the studio. You just switch it over to the other side, and then I'll show you the frame. Is the lock. It's one heck of a brand, folks. Kershaw is. That's a good purchase. 10 finally back. 10 just that one. 103304. Hopefully we'll have a different one next week or another one that are available. And don't hesitate on the Kershaws because it doesn't take but a couple of shows at the most, in most cases, to have those completely sold out. So this is a sailfish that came from the Arno rep that we bought it off from him. And it is going to be done in a giraffe bone. So it's the same exact frame that you saw with the mammoth. Just look at the beautiful work in this knife. It's giraffe bone, stabilized giraffe bone. They're flawless. If they're not flawless, they redo them until they are absolutely 100% to their satisfaction. They have their own 21-stage inspection process. If one stage, no matter how minor it may be, it does not pass, then the knife is not made available. It's redone. That is the only one that there is. You're looking at it. I don't know that we've ever had one in giraffe bone. I believe this is, oh yeah, it's a brand new item number. It's the first time that we've ever had. As a matter of fact, all of these, I believe, have been the first. We might have had one of the squirrels before. Oh, this is a hen and rooster trapper. Now, this is not Damascus steel. This was a one special run of 50 that were made in the cholla cactus with the fill-in that Santa Fe does. That is jet onyx. So that is a cactus, and some people like Michael, they call it a skeleton cactus. That's why they filled that in with the resin. It's got little turquoise chips in the resin. No two will ever be exactly alike. This was another first when we introduced the that very sleek executive lock blade and the Damascus steel hen and rooster trapper. First cactus handle, or is it cactus or cacti? It's the first one that I'd ever sewed or talked about ever. That's the first ones that I'd ever even seen before. I'd never heard of a cactus handle, and that's the cholla. 103,564 at a very special $88 price tag, 88 bucks, $120 retail, and only 50. That's all that were ever produced. 50 in the world. Excuse me. $80. That is only $80. 82080. Look at that case XX. Well, that's Damascus and dino bone. The peanuts and the toothpicks sell for more than that. Devin Thomas Damascus. Wow. I didn't know, I didn't look at the price. 80 bucks, I didn't realize it was the closeout price. 80 bucks, folks. Only 5 are available. It's what I'm showing in inventory. It's what it says on the computer that we have 5 of those. I wouldn't wait very long on that one either. For $80? 82080. Dino, Damascus, Case XX, Michael Prater, Muskrat at a never before price that I've ever shown one at. By a long shot at $80. This is going to be the giraffe model. The series is going to be the giants because it's a larger one. Here you go on that one. No, I'll put that in there for you. I don't want to get have that Damascus steel blade poking on me. Look at that beautiful African ebony. 70 hardwood out of Africa, all stabilized. Very, very, very dense and durable. No two handles look exactly alike, but you'll not have to worry about it because this is the only one there is at $428. Look at that beautiful knife. I have to pick that up. They want you to use them. The ebony wood, I probably I would go that route to work with one. Mammoth, kudu, probably giraffe I would use, but those I could not use. Look at all of that handmade knife for $428. That is a large knife for Arnaud Bernard. 103743 at $428. Well, it is the old Trumpster. It's $25. Oh, this is a 2-pack deal. You've got the lock blade, the special inset, Trump 2020. You have the collusion delusion going on. They're $12.50 a piece. I think individually they were around $14.50 or $14.99. There are only 4 dozen sets. That's all that we have. We have been waiting on these for quite some time. And then I don't know when we'll have more. As I've spoken with Frost, and he's referenced to, made the comment, very, very hard to keep up stock with this item. They sell faster than we can manufacture them. See, we do all the packaging and the artwork. They sell faster than we can do it. There's other things that the company has to do as well as far as the printing and the art department, and they go all year long. They're actually 48, yes, 48 2020s, Trump 2020s that we have at a $25 price tag. 32736, Cat's Eye Coraline Special Engraved Series. Look at that beautiful, beautiful trapper. Mini Trapper 07 frame. There are only 5 for the rest of the year, I guess. And Cat's Eye, old item number, old price, those 5. Somebody ought to buy all 5 of those. Is that old money? $58.25. This also involves a third party. Actually, I guess you'd say fourth party, because Case makes a knife. It comes to us. It goes to Prater. The Coraline's done. Then we send it. It has to be sent off to the engraver, and then it comes back, and then we make it available to you. So again, a lengthy process. Look at that beautiful Coraline. Showing 5 orders with the collector presentation case, hard shell, alligator type skin. A display box, good one at $58.25. Again, somebody ought to buy all 5 of those at that price. 101421 is going to be the Comanche. That is going to be on the Case Dolex Folding Hunter, painted pony. It's going to have French black lip mother of pearl. It's going to have Michael pearl. It's going to have 40 count web turquoise. You'll have the silver nuggeted bolsters. Big old folding hunter. This is the one that you'll receive. It's the only one that we have. $364.50. It's done on both sides. One caller again on this now. One person. Pick that one up. Look at that beautiful, beautiful knife. This is serial number 5, which is probably all they made. French black lip pearl. Well, it's got a lot of black lip in that one, doesn't it? It's like gold lips on the lip of the pearl oyster. It's black. Has a lot of black in it. One caller, serial number 5, with the painted pony magnetic acrylic stand, and they are strong stands. 101421. Oh my gosh, look at the Nala. There's a big old, another one of them big old antelopes over there. $648. Only one that we have. This is the only one that we've ever had. And we would not have it if it would not been for our good friend Jim, who represents the company. Arno Bernard out of South Africa. Look at the mammoth molar on that knife. It's got a large handle on it. Look at how much molar that is. See, that's something that's significant as well. These aren't little sections. These aren't little channel inlays. Look at the slab. Bowler N690. One caller. Only one. I don't even know if we've had them in any other handles ever before. Oh, look at that knife, folks. $648 price tag. Absolutely beautiful. Couldn't use it. I mean, I would just have to put that up. There you go, Jones. They're breathtaking. All in the way they've been built. The grind. See how that meets the grind? It's perfect. It's done by hand. Not a machine did not do that. A person did it. That's what you look for right there, where it starts, where the grind comes down. You want them to meet, not be off center. That's beautiful. This is the zebra. This will be the only one that we had. We may have had 1 or 2 zebras before. I know that there have not been many. This sheath is going to come in ostrich. Well, the cost of the sheath is $75 from Arno Bernard. That's the cost of the sheath. And that's not just buying one sheath from them. You have to invest in their product to get those for $75 for the ostrich skin sheath. Look at that. I just have to sit here and look at it too. Just a really, really nice beefed up 8-inch blade. completely 100% all handmade. Everything about the knife, completely handmade. I appreciate that. It's an incredible company. The four Arno sons, they have learned and been taught by one of the best. And you just saw an example of it. Goodness gracious. Sapphire Glow is a Coralline handle that hardly any ever have been engraved. We have sections in a room with all the engraved Coralline case knives. It goes from all the patterns, 9200, the Muskrat, 9254, 9207, all on down, each their own individual section. And then the name of the Coralline after that. There is not one single section for Sapphire Glow Coralline engraved knives because there's hardly ever been any done, ever. Look at the engraved work on that. That was on the peanut pattern. It was $52.53. I believe that they said that there were 7. Oh, look at this. Wow. That is a single forged Damascus hen and rooster. Look at what the copper and the iron sulfate does. Look at what Mother Nature creates over tens of thousands of years. White-tailed buck deer. It's never been shown on air before. Look at that. You have jet onyx, because this is Michael, not Arno. They've got a source like no other on that mammoth molar. Michael is having some difficulty getting mammoth. Look at that. $180, folks, with a top grade leather sheath. Jet onyx and blue mammoth. Saw cut, cross cut. 103782. Is that not just one beautiful knife? Single forged Damascus to boot with a leather sheath. This is going to be the pumpkin patch. I would think that this was probably the Coralline for October for the club knife, which was a trapper. As I've stated before, some of the other ones, we do Steel Warrior toothpicks with the new Coralline. That's the only pattern that we do them in other than the club knife. $24.95. This is going to have some of that pearl in it as well. Little pearl sparkle going on. See that pearl in there? Like glitter, like stars. And the orange sunset. Oh, pumpkin patch for October. I've never shown that knife until this very moment. Not on the toothpick pattern. $24.95, something special and different. 103629, that's not often made available. This is going to be the Prater Flintstone, because Flintstone, Georgia is where Michael Prater was born. That is going to be chrysocolla, silver vein matrix, black matrix, saltwater mother of pearl, Devin Thomas, Damascus. He didn't want to, Case is really wanting them to put the shields back in the knife. And sometimes he doesn't want to, you don't want to really, it wouldn't look right. So what he's done, there's the ebony. He put the shield on the reverse side. It's the only one that we have. Look at that beautiful piece. Only one there is. $210. I do not know what it originally sold for, but it's a closeout special price. There'll not be another one made, so it was more than $210. You're saving money. 824-25, first caller at a $210 bill on that, and you own it. Folks, you'll own that one. This is the lapis splatter. This is wild looking. That also has coral. Lapis lazuli comes with the tube, square tube. It's on a Hen and Rooster LB5 folding hunter. 78. That's a deal and then some. $78 price tag, front and back. No two were ever the same. I don't know. We may not be making any more of these, folks. But I'm just showing that one that is available. I'll show the reverse side here real quick. Got blood turquoise. I see coral, lapis. That's the one you'll receive. I'll make sure my fingerprints are wiped off of it, folks. Our gauge probably will for me. You don't mind removing my fingerprints? Somebody might find it, go to the post office or something. Yeah. 47115 at $78. All right, what do we have here? Oh, the Marbled Hunter. That is going to be on the Santa Fe Trail buoy. I don't ever remember this Coraline. First $50 gets it. Be a lot of sellouts in this show. First $50. Y'all ever remember this Coraline? It is a thick, thick slab. Look at the swirl in that handle. That's the sheath, that ballistic sheath's going to come with. Never even made any. I didn't remember that item, or that Coraline handle at all. Somebody's going, $50. If you're sold out, you got this product, folks. The only other one I know that we have is the line on that particular frame. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. $368. Oh, my gosh. Chrysocolla. It's beautiful banded chrysocolla. The parquet seen black mace case double X. $368. It's going to come with the acrylic stand with it as well. The Painted Pony acrylic stand. It's the only Makos are ever done. Not a lot of the case Hammerhead done. He's probably done more of the double X's than he patterns. I believe that's serial number 3 he's going to read. So it's number 3. I would think there were probably 5 made in that case double X. All of that work. Some incredible craftsmen. Painted Pony, serial number. Oh, this is Austin Mammoth. It gives it tree ring. It looks like, well, how you can date trees are going to be identical. This is going to have the wild cut out in the blade. This also has been boar. I like those tucks. The other side. We have one more. 2 of these. Leather. And what I'll do is, like so. Wait, then I won't have any more. Look at that. Saw only 2, $40 price in boar cut wire from the Damascus steel blade. Oh, there we go. 1.8, awesome. It's the giveaway a Plex the 3-blade and red bone. It's $30 or more of merchandise, 1 per invoice. You can order as many times as you like. Our veteran knife at $15. $10 go to 2 5-star grade organizations that do incredible work for our veterans. University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, the Entrepreneurship Program, Simplified Community Task Force Camp out of Mungum, who does all types of family activities. Hundreds and hundreds of, at one time, show up to these big events that the Camp of Mungum puts out. We're donating $10. We're going to split that 50-50 to these both of those organizations, and you'll see the check when we're done with it. Mr. Jim Frost is going to show you the check that's been written. I thank you so very much. Don't go anywhere. I assure you, the lives to come. Appreciate you.